Chat, I promise.
Syrenne, is this a good time for me to say my roommates are just as brain broken about Sonic as I am?
God fucking damn it! Do you not know any people who are normal about Sonic other than me?
Wait, wait, what'd you say about me, Mel?
I said my roommates are just brain broken about Sonic as I am.
This is true.
Yeah.
You not are Alex and I the only two people you know that are normal about Sonic?
No, you're the only ones that aren't normal.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah. I'm so afraid people are
Can you throw?
I don't.
Can you put yourself in the mentality of throwing? No, just think about throwing.
No, okay, you guys choose which one I choose. Yeah, I won't have a choice. I won't have any choice in the matter.
James, I would absolutely play a board that you make specifically for our show.
Y'all just keep inventing different video games you wish you were playing. Syrenne, I wish this game was worse. Like, that's the thing here.
Go.
Like, what we agree on is that this game is... I have no agency there! I make no choices!
Why?
Broken ass game.
Why?
I made no choice there!
You chose to play.
This is something that happened to me!
You chose to log into Discord.
Oh my god! How many times? Okay, the strategy's not working. First I'll mug you. Now let's go to the game room.
I didn't get to the Game Guy mini games in Super Sykes video because I didn't think there was gonna be...
Why did you go then?
Content.
Yeah. Chat, get ready to clip. Get ready to clip a bunch.
I feel like there's been a few clippable things in this.
Either way this goes, be ready to clip a bunch.
You have to do 7 different mini games? Oh no, I'm misinterpreting this. You have to now.
Yeah, I don't have a choice. I have to.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So we also can't take too many or we'll run out real early. Oh my god. What on earth? Oh my god. I was not ready to see the eyes of Dr. TJ Eckelberg.
Number 7, Metroid Prime.
Not the one.
Number 7.
Shouldn't that be Prime 2?
Thank you so much. You are my best friend
DB?
right now.
Yes,
DB,
I am.
you are my best friend right now.
I will tell you, your roommate aside, that is extremely not the popular opinion. The popular opinion is it's 1.
Okay, but it's the correct opinion though.
Thank you.
We're not talking about the correct or anything. The popular opinion...
Are you saying this like on reputation or like you think this too?
I think 2 is the better one. I think it's the best one.
God. I thank God.
Oh, yeah.
2 had a significantly worse reception.
You know, Pat, I'm gonna save you the trouble of going through this UI. I'm going to reject your deal.
Well, now he's adding more money on.
Because what if?
There, 400 for a $300 property.
No.
No?
Why did you say that as if it was like a value add? Hey, I know this property's only worth $300, but have I got a deal for you? What if
No,
you
I
give
want
me
her green.
400?
I want her green. Oh, it.
I wish you luck.
What the fuck?
I don't even know what I own.
It decided you were taking too long.
It did. It told
Free
me
parking, okay.
if I'm bypassed again 2 more times, I will be bankrupt and quit.
What?
Because I apparently wasn't fast enough.
Holy shit! That's fucking stupid!
Oh
Okay.
my.
Wasn't Head-On like famously a scam that didn't do anything?
I don't know. I just remember the campaign being super annoying. Let's look it up. Head-On scam. Oh,
If you
I
include
misspelled it,
scam.
and I misspelled it, and I got a very, very different article. Oof.
I genuinely can't tell if I'm doing it right or not. Nope, I'm not. I've already been there. Let's go this way this time.
No! Y'all see that?
I'm upset.
I'm gonna take half your coins now. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Is it? Does it rhyme?
Did we see him at all in the last one?
I'm not
Yeah, we
sure.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we did.
Because there was that stupid space at the top of the left of that cake. Right next to the-
Oh no!
I've been thinking, everyone's so focused on coins, but there's more to life. Maybe you'll understand if you're all equal, with
Oh,
the same
bullshit.
number of coins.
Oh, what a stupid.
Is
no.
this the first Bowser Revolution in Mario Party monthly history?
No, I think we got it once.
I think it
Very
might be.
early.
I don't remember that.
Yoshi's just standing there, nothing's happening to him.
I had the most coins for the first time this whole game. I had the most
nothing
coins.
out of this exchange.
This is so upsetting.
This feels fun.
Nice!
Never mind, that was worth it.
You're excited, Matt.
Isn't there another way? Any ideas, Jack? I can't think of a thing.
I can. Give it here.
This is not fair.
Holy shit, that was amazing.
Dude just body checked Sally.
That was fucking awesome. Oh my god. That's the best thing I've seen in this game so far.
He was just waiting there for us to arrive when she was sitting there alone the entire time.
Holy shit.
Oogie Boogie's the voice of a generation.
Fuck, that was awesome.
Oh no, the potion. Oogie, you again.
If I find out this is a Ninja Breadman situation, and these are all for the same exact game, oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! It's fine. It's fine. Glad this works. I'm glad this works. I'm glad this works. Thank God. If it didn't, like, who knows how it would. Oh my fucking God.
Everyone, thank you for coming. I hope you had a good time.
What is
Hold
what
up.
game?
I do have the game to pick for Matt. I have it ready.
He's picked it.
I need to know that so I can put it on the schedule for next week, which I have volunteered Matt for.
It's not gonna be
Matt
next
has-
week.
Matt
Says
has
you.
to play a full stream of League of Legends.
Alrighty. It is free.
It is free.
I'm looking at the stream and I can see
Enjoy the world of Runeterra.
This is going to be the next 2 to 3 years of our professional lives
I
together.
don't know which one I'm loving more right now. The Ancients? I don't know which one I'm loving more right now. The Ancients or their turrets?
What? What?
Anyway, I hate my job, and I don't use any products. You've got straight hair. Dry cutting is better. You have straight hair, and I hate this. And your hair is blue, and dry cutting remains better. And your hair is still blue. Dry cutting is still better. Stop asking. I've been doing this for a year because my name is Mary Williams. You have 3-finger hair. Dry cutting remains better, even at your stupid wedding that nobody cares about. With your pixie cut, that's gonna look like shit. And I don't care. Like, yeah, you got straight hair. Big fucking deal. You got a pixie cut? Great. You're going to a wedding? Nobody cares. I'm fucking Mary Williams. I hate my job, and I don't use any products. But I still hate it because you don't need your fucking haircut. Insufferable. What an awful woman.
What the fuck just happened?
Okay, yeah, you opened up on the wrong side. I get it. You're from the developers of Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Parentheses derogatory.
We should, we need to have a drinking game where every time you have to say from the developers of Metroid Prime while playing Recore in a derogatory way, you take a drink.
Now I gotta find a way up.
Yeah, I'm glad that, like, the biggest problems I have with the game were problems in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
And I don't know the answer. Like, I'm brain broken right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Number 5.
Broken too. I've been tormented a lot tonight. I thought I was just gonna be an innocent bystander,
Never.
and then Syrenne is
Never.
just over here like.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, Syrenne.
Do you remember the days when you thought that me being on a call on a stream meant that you could be an innocent bystander in things?
No.
Do you remember the pre-WiiWare days?
Was there a pre-WiiWare day?
Yeah, there sure was.
WiiWare has always been with us and it will outlive us.
We have always been at war with WiiWare.
I'm not.
We're gonna do an RP. Are you ready?
Okay.
You are businessman, 35 years old, Japanese, on the train, 1980, going to your big economic boom job in, I don't know, manufacturing.
Okay.
Japan making all the money. You have a calculator. This is something that you take on the train with you because you don't like to socialize with other people. So when you, instead of reading, you are doing math equations for fun on the calculator. Someone comes up to you.
That sounds like 10-year-old me.
And says, for $30, I will give you ball. How would you rate that value proposition? You don't have to do it right now, but I have one more Sonic list for you if you want to jump back in. It's not about Jet, I promise.
Syrenne, is this a good time for me to say my roommates are just as brain broken about Sonic as I am?
God fucking damn it, do you not know any people who are normal about Sonic other than me?
Wait, what'd you say about me, Mel?
I said my roommates are just as brain broken about Sonic as I am.
This is true.
Yeah.
Are Alex and I the only two people you know that are normal about Sonic?
No, you're the only ones that aren't normal.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
Bogey.
Okay, so are Donald and Goofy not considered Kingdom Hearts characters? Are those just cameos? I'm trying to understand the lore.
We're not having this conversation, Alex.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Journal for Jordan.
I love Nightkiller, look at that lad.
Hotel Transylvania, Transformania. Uncharted. Morbius. Father Stew. Locked In Society. The Man from Toronto.
What the fuck is The Man from Toronto?
It is a Kevin Hart, Woody Harrelson movie on Netflix with the tagline, Hitman meets Dead Man. The film received generally negative reviews from critics.
Because he says these are starting to sound like fake movies.
No, every single one of these fucking movies is real. Sony does not make good movies.
Next.
What is
the action? What? Is there not a coin one?
Be a huge upset if Melanie takes.
There are 2 Action Star winners. Koopa Kid.
Oh my god!
Hey!
Wait, did Melanie just pull through and now we both have 2 losers and Melanie is a winner?
You have a punishment game for me and Alex at the same time? Is that on your chart?
What the fuck?
Honestly, in this particular instance, I'm pretty happy with this ending.
That's fine.
Hammers can't hurt me up here.
But you know it can.
Mario's crusty feet.
Please don't say those words again.
I'm glad that killed you. The chat is revolting against me. Good. Good. I appreciate this.
Did it. Look at that. Sometimes the solution just comes to you in a dream. I've been asleep this entire time. Lolo Kolakok. I love Breath of the Wild. Let's see.
So I only disabled those on Twitch. I wonder if I could just go into Trigger Fire and play it.
But
We
how
must.
can we? How can we stop it? I love that with DK's terrifying face just kind of ghosted behind the text box.
Should I repeat that bit with Vixie?
Yeah.
Hey Vixie, can you come here for a sec? Can I exploit you for funny moments on stream?
What?
Who am I playing as in this video game? It's a serious question.
See,
Please
very clearly,
please answer the question.
That is a sprite of Sora. The fact that you're asking me leads me to believe it's going to be someone else.
Is that your final answer?
What other answer do I have? I don't know. There's so many Soras in this goddamn game.
It's not Sora.
Of course it's not Sora. I know it's not. You wouldn't have asked me that if it was.
It is a digital homunculus of Sora.
They all are.
And the best part is that it doesn't remotely have the same personality.
Exploited for content.
But yeah, I guess we're not doing the mobile game. I will, when Yoko Taro makes another thing that isn't is it the voice of cards or is it a mobile game, I'll be there day one.
Well, as a fun fact, he already has.
Is it a game?
Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV and its expanded free trial where you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn in the award? Okay. I think the stream can hear you.
Testing, talking.
The stream can hear you. All right. Is there audio coming from your stream at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. I don't see that in OBS's waveform. Let me...
Alex is also here, but he's not talking.
I'm here. I can talk.
Oh, so
can people hear me?
Yes, they can. Okay, so yeah, okay, OBS is grabbing it from the same audio source as your voices. Okay. But all right, we're in it. We're back for Wii U.
All right, our first game up.
I'm just getting the chat open. And chat, how's the audio?
Oh, this has a publisher. But the publisher's trailer has 133 views on it. Is this the least watched video on Exceed's YouTube channel? Oh, this looks...
Looks like a real video game.
Real.
This sure looks like a Wii U game, at least.
Oh, that's... There was no audio from the stream. Okay. There we go.
Huh. All of the parts where they're showing you moving... Hang on. Watch the bottom right of the game footage. Do you see that white text?
Yes.
That says trial version? Because they recorded that without a final license for Unity, the engine. They were using an unlicensed version to capture that footage. Oh, that's incredible to me.
That seems inadvisable.
This is a This is like a real deal publisher. Granted, this is a publisher that publishes games I tend to not want to play.
By the way, stream is live.
A lot of farming games in Senran Kagura. What is... Okay. What are we giving Exile's End, which looks like an exceptionally generic video game?
Exceptionally generic on the Wii U scale is like...
7.
Yeah, I was thinking 7, yeah.
Okay. Next up. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Show me the hour-and-a-half long play with the description terrible, absolutely terrible. Yes.
Not Castlevania.
We're so back.
Post to Meverse.
Oh, speaking of Xseed, what's the deal with them and Marvelous? Is it the same company,
Same company.
or parent company?
Same
Just
company.
different brand?
Yes. It's like D3 Publisher and Bandai Namco.
Oh, I'm so used to like the Nintendo published game rankings that like I need to recalibrate myself to the Wii U scale because I'm looking at like I'm looking at this and it's like, oh, maybe like a 2 or a 3, and I'm like, no, Wii U scale. It's a functional video game. It's it looks like
This looks so slow though. All right, as a thought experiment, I'm gonna hit 2x speed on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, maybe not that fast. What about 175?
Even the music sounds better.
Why this game's so slow?
No, like
look at the movement left to right. This is like actually acceptable now. And now we go back to 1.
It's not slow, it's deliberate.
No, this feels like it's running in slow motion now.
Yeah, no,
it really does.
Like the music actually makes me think like, hold on, because the music felt like it was like the correct speed when we sped it up.
Yeah, it did, but this is the launch speed.
So this is a deeply shit video game, is what we're saying.
I want to see how it escalates. Oh my god. You cannot do this. This is just plagiarism.
Oh my god.
This is just plagiarism.
Hey, Dracula is a public domain character. And in fairness, this boss does not seem to have mechanics matching the Castlevania Dracula, so
yes,
they are legally in the clear.
This is what it escalates to. This is the ending of the game. No, I gotta leave it to the left. I gotta move to the left. No, keep going. Keep going.
3 scam. 3 scam.
What are you giving this, Alex?
I'm gonna give it a 4, and I'm not happy about giving it a 4.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I know the kind of games I've given a 3 to, and this looks like there was effort put into this one, even if some of that effort was stolen from other video games.
I don't trust the name of this next one.
Hey, Bob.
Octocopter?
Covering another.
No, that's...
Who is Gigaboots?
No idea, but they're talking. This video has 14 views and was uploaded 1 month ago. God bless. This wouldn't have been here if we had done this any sooner.
Oh my god.
That's why we've been taking our time, because we were waiting for people to upload footage.
22 seconds in and we're still on the Wii U splash screen.
Love that.
Beast, but falling out of control.
They're saying it's real hardware.
They mean to destroy each other, you know. After spinning to the depths for days, the sunlight fades because of 20,000 leagues of waves.
Hold on.
The Titans lack
Wait.
the strength they need to find their
So this is a submarine, right?
Yeah.
This narrator, his
With
accent.
unlimited torpedoes?
No, this narrator's accent sounds like it's imitating the Beatles.
They find themselves needing.
I feel suspicious.
Show me. Okay, show me the. No. No, we're underwater. Why do we have cubes of water underwater?
Oh.
This is the worst Kuruin I've seen in a long time.
I think I'd like this one. It looks a lot easier.
Yeah, because there's nothing you're doing.
The walls are so wide.
Wait, we reached the end. Oh my god. Watch the amount of time it takes. I'm gonna count. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,007, 1,008, 1,000. 8 seconds after hitting the goal of the level to move to the saving and loading screen. Hang on, I've got to restart the song.
Different song.
The one song that played. Oh my god. No shot. No. They hit reset.
Can I upgrade the previous games to a hustle? Like that's my emotion watching this. Because this is a scam.
I honestly
No, you
think
forgot
that last...
you didn't hit the missile.
I think that last one was a scam and this one is a hustle. I think this was just more depressing.
I don't know about that.
I think they tried. I think they were really bad.
Why did they think the missile idea was good?
Hang on, they're cooking.
They are microwaving.
Hang on, gotta sit here for 8 seconds now.
Yikes.
Hang on.
Hey, Syrenne, I think this game sucks. I'm gonna give this a 2.
Yeah, you can. Alex, what do you give loading screens?
Oh, I love Sonic 06.
2 is accurate.
This might be about the same exact ratio of gameplay to loading screens. Oh.
Shoot the ball!
Wait. No? Okay. That's a 3DS foot trailer. No. He's back.
No.
We gotta see. We gotta see what he stole this time. No shot. No shot. This is the gameplay. Yeah, you're okay.
It
I didn't know
really quickly, Syrenne.
That's true.
Melanie, I didn't know this was coming over the stream. Your mic is hot.
Oh, too loud. Oh my god, yes, that is way too loud. Yes, thank you.
It's been too loud on the Discord, but I didn't know if that was just a Discord thing or not.
Yes, thank you. It was definitely way too loud. It's like right against my face and the gain was at like 6. Oops.
Great. So this is a 1 scam, right?
Yeah, this is a 1.
Definitely a scam.
You've given everything that RC Maniacs has ever done a 1. Is this going to be a difference?
No, I was just
RC
thinking
Maniacs
too much
gets a
about the
1 on
octopus
site.
game. Well, hold on, Alex. Maybe someday he'll surprise us.
He remember there was the game that he was really upset and crashed out on Twitter about because he actually worked on a game for like 2 years and put it out, and it sold worse than all of his scams because it was worse than them.
He made a scam that was worse than his other scams and it didn't sell as well?
No, you both gave it real. He made a real game, Mel 5 Alex 2, that was a real game that he made. It just also was worse than at something that he could steal.
He's just deeply talentless.
Ouch.
Here is Bridge Constructor Playground.
That's right, there was like a slew of like bridge building games for whatever reason.
Yeah, they got popular on Steam. Hint, triangles are very stable. This song sucks so bad. I'm kind of in love with it.
That's one way to phrase it.
All-time bad music.
Its UI is very mobile, says GX.
Yeah, I mean, look at what the resolution on these things is. Look at the aliasing on an HD console. I promise the Wii U might not be super powerful. It's powerful enough for this.
This was made for the Amazon Kindle Fire.
This is an Ouya game.
Is it gonna be another scam?
Yeah, probably. This system can run Mario Kart 8 at 60 frames per second. Bro, that's so unstable. What did you do?
Yeah.
That's user error right there.
That's a skill issue. Fuck.
No, GX. GX, don't blow up my spot. My actual thing is at some point in a trailer event, if like we get into Summer Game Fest again, or like, God help us, like a big stage, like a Keeley stage, I would just want to throw an Ouya logo on the end slate for platform announcements and shut the fuck up about it. Don't acknowledge that we did it just so we get free publicity.
Sir,
Don't blow up my
incredible bit.
Don't blow up my spot.
I hope you get to do that so bad.
Wait, what's this bit?
Syrenne says that if one of the games she works on ever gets in like another big showcase or like hopefully like a Keeley size event, and then they're gonna throw an Ouya logo in at the end and just never bring it up again.
That's a bit. That's a really strong bit.
Melanie, it's like how the Catley trailer, which was just this AI slop at the Game Awards, got me thinking about it because the logos were Steam, Nintendo Switch, Apple Watch.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I forgot about that.
You did. We talked about it at the time.
Apple Watch logo at the Keeleys is so good.
Yeah, it was Steam, Nintendo Switch, Apple Watch, the three most obvious platforms to sim ship on. I forgot that this thing had audio. No, the publicity stunt was putting Ben Brody's name on it. And then people were like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know, I thought it looked cool. See, the unfortunate thing about the Ouya thing. All right, if we really want to peel back the curtain. I don't actually want to disappoint the 10 people that actually homebrewed the Ouya servers back online like 5 years ago.
Excuse me.
And still release Ouya games.
I cannot believe that you have revealed something to me that is more like trying to live in Neverland than Reconnect 24.
Yeah, they Reconnect 24 to the Ouya.
Why? Why would you Reconnect 24 the Ouya?
Great question. Anyways, that's the only thing is like if someone tries to call us on it, call our bluff. And be like, all right, port it to the Ouya, bitch.
Just unfortunately, we'll have to cancel that version. It just didn't come together, you know.
Yeah, sometimes plans change. Draconex no stranger to it. You know how many years we announced Sokoban on mobile before that thing shipped?
I can imagine.
Answer: 7. Anyways,
that's many.
I sure did get that thing out the door. Bridge Constructor
They
Playground. What are we giving it?
This looks like a 2 scam.
Alex?
3.
I don't agree, but I won't fight you in the streets over it.
Where would you fight me, if not the streets?
I mean, I'm only going to fight you in the streets. It's just like a matter of like.
Okay, so we're not fighting at all.
Gotcha. The law protects you for now.
Punk.
Impact Gaming.
Already on the American
All right. What about this? Does this have people talking over it?
It's a shmup.
So keep in mind, this is not to be confused with Tesla Grad, which is the much easier, which is the actually really good one that I thought this was for a split second. I was like, wait a second, this is a shmup. This is Tesla Grad.
Did we already rank Tesla Grad, or is that coming up?
Yeah, you did.
This looks like a terrible shmup.
All right. Here's a question for Alex that only Alex is equipped to answer.
Oh my god.
Hit me.
What about that X128 font? Contrasted with the word death.
Why am I not qualified to answer that?
No, this is it's pretty bad. It's not the worst
He
I've
has
ever
the stronger
seen.
opinions.
I can have opinions about fonts. Graphic design is my burden.
It's my burden. I don't understand what
Go to
we need
Wawa.
3 different fonts
Shut up.
going on here. We don't need the 3 different fonts all sharing
4
the
fonts.
same screen.
The numbers on the top left, the 7702, 73,
yeah.
that's the 4th font.
Yeah, I'm seeing that in the multiplier tracker at the top left as well.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I mean overall this is atrocious.
This will be the best Flash game I ever played in the middle school library, says GX. Oh, GX, you and I,
Does have
same
that energy.
era.
Yeah.
Same era. Back when back when Macromedia Flash was just kicking up.
No, I also remember Flash games in the middle school library.
How would you say that their file size was measured in single-digit kilobytes or like megabytes?
Megabytes.
Uh-huh.
I see. Now I remember my middle school computer lab class. I can't remember if it was like 7th grade or 8th grade. It was like right as YouTube was like becoming a thing.
Oh my all right, we're moving on.
I remember watching Chad Vader.
I remember I remember deciding and being in a work meeting about whether we were going to go through with YouTube or Google Video.
I see. Another hint.
Uh-huh. Wow. All right, what are we going to That's a little fun while I'm dying that you were in middle school during the rise of YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that puts you in middle school during the rise of Facebook also.
No, Facebook was high school for me. I remember I got a Facebook account my sophomore year of high school.
Oh, I mean, that's the public. You're talking about the public opening of Facebook, though. Facebook was live for 2 years before it was open to everyone.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just to give you like exact numbers, I was my graduating class for high school was 2011.
Yeah, I know.
Mine was 2013.
Fine, he's younger than both of you somehow. Somehow people keep being born. I don't get it. Tesla Punk. After this, you'll get a treat. You'll get a real game after this, I promise.
I mean, it's a functional shmup.
Yeah, it's
3?
I feel like it's a real game 5.
Oh,
You got
5.
it.
I don't like the look of this.
I don't either, but
That's why Alex gave it a 3.
I give it a 3.
He's not shocked that you gave it something that low. He's shocked that you gave it something that high.
Yeah, but it's the Wii U. It's like a functional video game. That's honestly all I can ask for at this point.
Yeah,
I see you in the streets. It's on site, Mel.
All right. For reference, Melanie,
what's up?
Would you say that when I get exasperated by when I'm about like talking about age different stuff, would you characterize that as you don't know thing I do and that makes me feel old, or you're talking about having a childhood experience with something that I had.
Definitely the latter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the thing.
It's rare that like you'll mention something that I've never heard of, and it's more when I say Super Mario World was my favorite Game Boy Advance game when I was a kid.
Yeah, hate that. Best pack-in game of all time, bar none. Better than 64.
It also wasn't actually my favorite Game Boy Advance game. That's just it's very funny for me to phrase it that way.
All right, let's do a real game.
Anyway, I got a Nintendo 64 as a present for graduating preschool.
I know.
Ooh.
Let's roll.
Yeah, dude. Roll.
Let's go. I heard a pretty juicy rumor about the building complex.
Chicken Jockey.
You guys
I have watched a Let's Play of this.
Anything.
Okay.
Chicken Jockey.
At a certain point,
more exciting than the last.
they put the controller down
The special guest at this year's
and
Entercon
just
is none
started
other than
talking
Gabriel
about
the Warrior himself.
unrelated things, and the game just kept going.
Part 2, according to my sources.
Why are you shocked that an adventure game didn't require direct player input?
Because QuickTime events were showing up on screen during like an action scene, and they just put the controller down and
you don't need to do this. That's every Telltale game.
I mean, Walking Dead had game over states.
Gonna get to meet him. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I mean this one is also more clearly aimed at young children, but
Make up for all the losing.
they also got rid of game over states after like the first season and a half.
I guess.
Awesome.
Also,
It'd be amazing to meet him.
it's badly written.
Ruben better be careful.
It's what?
Also, this is badly written. I did not enjoy.
Yeah, I mean all the good
this.
writers wanted to work on the M-rated Batman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff.
Yeah. I want to be harsh on this, but it's the Wii U scale, so it's still like a 6, maybe a 7.
What the fuck?
What?
You have to justify anything lower than an 8 on the Wii U scale.
You know what? That's fair. The Wii U scale's more dire than I remember it.
You gave Exile's End a 7?
Yeah, no,
Which is the first game from tonight's stream.
I'm still.
You're gonna have to justify.
I'm still calibrating back to the Wii U.
All right,
scale.
Melanie. Pirate Pop Plus, which is a game about
I've admitted that I was
putting the
wrong.
sword into the barrel of pirates. You gave a 9 on the Wii U scale.
I don't even remember what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna be real.
You gave it the same fucking score as Color Splash.
I'm still recalibrating. I'm used to
What
Nintendo
you
published
gave a
games.
game like Ziggurat.
I'm still recalibrating. I'm used to Nintendo published games.
I'm fully aware.
8.
8 for your reference is what you gave Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens back to back.
Okay, well this game is not as good as those two, so it's a 7.
I mean, Melanie, your preamble to your score was, knowing that this is the Wii U scale, I have to give it something like a 7.
No, I said 6 first.
You did say 6 first.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I stand corrected.
And that's what I was protesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 7. 7 real.
Alex?
9.
I'm right here
All
with
right.
GX.
I'm gonna leave a comment on Alex's score that just says Chicken Jockey. All right. Next one, give me a second.
They made a second one?
No, that's the sequel. Shit, spoilers.
Is this breakout foosball?
That's you know what? Yes, that's a very good way of describing what we're looking at.
I mean, if you're gonna make a breakout, at least it's different.
No. No. Pause. This is what, at least it's different, looks like for making a breakout.
True.
No. I'm gonna show you a good breakout and then show you this again. I like the part where if it gets past you, all you can do is sit there. You're right, GX.
And you have to avoid it.
You're right, and you should say it. Hey, Melanie, you gave Batman Arkham Origins a 6.
That was a very different scale.
No, that's not the launch. That's not the launch game.
Oh,
that was 2.5 years into the system.
Wasn't Arkham Origins like really fucked up and buggy though?
No, it was just made by a different developer.
I remember hearing it was really buggy. Maybe I'm just thinking about the PC port specifically. Okay, well the PC version was the one that I played actually. So
there is no good Arkham game on PC. Is the thing. They're all bad.
I played Asylum on PC and I remember it being fine.
None of them are as fucked up as Arkham Knight, which got delisted and refunds got sent away like Cyberpunk 2077.
Love that. This looks like a 4 hustle.
About 3. I love how your knee-jerk reaction is it's fucking breakout again, and then you look at this and you're like, look at the fucking system we're on, man.
Yeah!
I also would just rather play regular breakout, to be honest.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a review. Shit. Okay.
Okay, after we give it our number, I want to see the review.
No.
No, like, we'll be... I just want to see the score they gave it. And we won't be allowed to change our score.
You probably didn't score it. All right. This is the best I got.
There's 2 to 8 players.
I'm just gonna mute this. No shot. No shot.
Is this shitty Pictionary?
Yes.
Oh.
It's shitty Pictionary with 30 seconds and the broadest categories of all time. Actions, hobbies, jobs, party, sports. Alright, what do you give Scribble?
I didn't see any drawing in that.
Guess what? You use the Wii U gamepad and the stylus.
Oh, shit.
What do you think you use the Wii U?
Well, like, it doesn't, like, show your drawing on the television for all your friends to see?
It probably does if they were drawing, but they weren't in that video.
This looks like a 3. I have no idea if it's real. I have no fucking clue.
Alex?
4.
Great. It took...
I just want to scribble.
It took so little time for you to fall right back, for both of you to fall right back into the malaise of Wii U ranking, where most of it is not the memorable ones. Most of it is the I don't fucking know 3.
Well, whenever we do get the memorable one,
it makes it worth it, yes. Alright, here's...
that fucking sprite.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
What in the ever-loving fuck is the point of doing this on a Wii U?
At least you can sell your work weights.
Why, in the ever-loving fuck, would I want Game Maker Studio running on a Wii U?
No, not Game Maker Studio. No.
I didn't. I'm
RPG Maker.
All right. Okay. Yes. RPG Maker. You're right. Why, in the ever-loving fuck, would you want RPG Maker on a Wii U? What do you gain from that?
Q3 2016. This is December 15th, 2016.
My God.
Vital question: can I export anything to anything? No, of course not. Oh wait, the final assets can be exported to Miiverse or SDKSpriter.com.
Well, thank God that I can buy this software for making pixel art sprites.
This is still up. No shot. I was waiting for it to ask to tell me how much the URL would cost.
Well,
no.
We see some examples.
Online gallery. Yes.
No rating yet. We can start rating these.
Unclaimed from Wii U.
Hey, can I lie and say this was mine 2,351 days ago? The most recent.
You just procrastinated a bit. You didn't get around to it. Is that Minecraft user interface in there?
I'm not gonna register. Fuck that.
I think I saw someone just remake Octoroks. No, scroll up just a little.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Are these all look like the same guy?
Yeah. How many things do you think this? How many power users do you think this thing had? Let's go to sprites and go to online gallery. I love how confident they are when they say iPad only for the gallery. This is the same thing. There's only one link here. Oh boy. Show me the first page. All right, Hull Breach. So Hull Breach has an account. I am obsessed. Did you see the account that published this?
No, I did not.
NOA lot check.
Are you fucking serious?
Check this shit out.
Are you fucking serious?
Check this shit out.
And they went to the website and claimed it?
Yes! Look at these stick figures. Yeah, they needed to test the interaction. Who made this? Nintendo? Nintendo? Who drew you?
Syrenne, do you have any contacts that we could ask about this?
Fuck, I don't know how many people I know in the Lot Check team were there during the Wii U generation, but maybe.
Anyone that you know will probably get a kick out of knowing this exists.
Yeah, this is the same year as Sprite. No, this is unbelievable, and this is what Lot Check does. Lot Check needs to test the whole interaction. Unbelievable. Incredible.
Okay.
This is the best. This is the best. There's only 8 pages of these, by the way. Ever. Fuck Wii U rankings. I need to see, like, all of these. Wait. Only the original artist can save at full resolution. Everyone else can save at half resolution.
Excuse me?
Why are you DRMing your fucking sprites? These are also just copy-pasted. Look at the worst Sans Undertale you've ever seen in your life.
Hey, Syrenne, I think we found that memorable one you were talking about.
I don't think this is the one, but I do think this is deeply memorable.
That's right. Even if you don't know anyone that was working at Logic at this time, any contact you have there will be thrilled to see this exists.
No way. NOA Logic.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is the greatest discovery in the history of Lot Check. Who the fuck drew a troll face? right before drawing a bird. I guess they must have patched it. That's why there's a second link. And that's why there's like a separate, like a couple months later, they tested this again. Oh, fuck. It truly looks like the only two people that ever made an account were the developer and LotCheck.
That means so much to me.
No. This person did. This person did.
God bless you, Guinevere.
Oh, fuck. Wait. I've seen you before. I'm looking for LotCheck again. At this point, I truly only care about LotCheck. This is unbelievable.
I love this so much.
All right.
This is like the most. I feel like this is the most important discovery we've made on the Wii U.
This is the most joy a discovery has gotten me in months. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to developer.nintendo.com. We're gonna scroll all the way down. Is there any? Yeah, contact. All right, so these are public. Good. All right, hang on. Let me go email third-party publisher. They're gonna be like, why is Syrenne sending us an email to this alias right now? Yeah. This is a publishing question. This is not a developer question.
Just like send them this like this stretch of the stream. Just be like, hey, here's this timestamp. Go there. Check out.
No. FAQ. Damn. I was hoping one of these would be who drew the troll face. Fuck.
This rules. This is so fucking good.
Unfortunately, minors cannot register for the Nintendo Developer Portal. No shit.
No shit, buddy.
GX, Syrenne, they're launching a console in like 3 weeks. Yeah? So what? It's not like the developer relations people are busy or anything. All the games are clearly already through cert. Oh. I love this. How much does it cost to develop on Nintendo platforms? I've never been on this page before in my life. All that's left is acquiring the cost of acquiring development hardware. You will find more information on this inside the portal. This is the most fuck around and find out. Anyways. Wow, okay, so what are we giving SDK spreader? Unfortunately, we can't. We're not rating the website.
No, the website's part of the experience.
We're ranking.
If LotCheck had to check that experience, it's part of the part of the game.
We're not ranking LotCheck's art. You do not need a Wii U to go view LotCheck's troll face.
But you can do it on a Wii U.
It says iPad only very clearly on the website.
Technically, when we do the rankings for everything Nintendo's published, they publish that troll face. So we have to go there and pull that up and rate it.
No, Nintendo never published that, but they did post it. That would be like ranking every social media post. It would be in that.
You know.
No, this is the worst. You don't want this. Look, what you actually want is a pre-seeded top 16.
Okay.
You don't want to rank every Nintendo social media post. You want the finals to be we hear you and we're also excited about bringing Devil's Third to North America versus sorry about the no gay thing in Tomodachi. That's what you actually. Or Chibi Robo burning, or God, there's like one other that's like it's like during a Wario takeover for a WarioWare, and he's like feet pics.
Are you serious?
I remember that one distinctly because I was like, why is this so horny? And so we're just like, if you want my two all-time favorites, though, if we're just taking a side pivot to talk about Nintendo's Twitter account, back when it used to mean something, back when Twitter used to be good, there were two all-timer posts. One of which everyone got a screenshot of, and then was deleted, which is the Wiggler Wednesday.
Of course, the Wiggler Wednesday.
And then the other, I seem to have been the only person to notice this, and I was personal friends with the person who ran the Twitter at the time, and I have never let her live it down. I was connected to her on Skype before Skype died a couple days ago, like for years and years, and for the last 9 years, my fucking like status on Skype was the tweet that accidentally went from the NOA account for 3 seconds, which was like, it was like, bury me and put this art of Boris from Wada with every Splatoon amiibo on my fucking grave. Which accidentally went out from at Nintendo America. And I was like,
Yikes.
thank you. Thank you.
It's so good.
Here, if I search it. No, I'm not seeing it.
Must have been scrubbed.
Yeah, again, this one was only up for a few seconds. I got very lucky seeing it.
Yeah, like if anyone if anyone happens to have an RSS reader to it, like
yes, it would be there. If someone had RSS'd their tweets circa, let's say early 2016, you would have seen this unbelievable tweet. Her name was Kate, and I never let her live it down. She then quit Nintendo to go work at Google. Then she quit Google to go raise horses on a ranch. And honestly, what a life!
Wow.
She's before Nintendo, she was a Sonic the Hedgehog social media account manager. This was before they became shitlords.
Oh, when it was good.
Yes. She has seen into the darkness of abyss, and if anyone has the right to go retire with horses while thinking about Boris from Wada with every Splatoon amiibo.
What is? I don't know what that is.
Wada is a band.
Okay.
I figured out who it was from the tweet. It was one of the. It happened. I want to also be clear at like 11 p.m. I was just like at the top of my feed, and I pulled down, and it showed up, and I was stunned, and I copied it, and then I pulled down again, and it was gone. Oh, so good. All right. Anyways, again,
the absolute heart attack she must have had the moment after she hit send.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone else at Nintendo of America knew that it happened. I think that she deleted it before anyone else found out, but I never forgot. I never forgot. And it's very powerful that I didn't. How
could you ever forget that?
As Melanie knows very well, if I have compromising information on an individual that we both find funny, it's the most dangerous thing in the world.
I can't imagine what you mean.
Your face is cracking from the strain of trying to keep it straight.
Nothing about me is straight.
I was gonna say straighter than you'll ever
Hey-o.
be. All right. What are we giving SDK Sprider?
4.
Okay.
And
Alex?
deeply real.
Alex?
3.
All right. Stream Minecraft sexy mods? No. You missed the Minecraft.
Is that the next game?
No. This is Melanie's roommate. Hi, Vixie. No, Minecraft story mode. You missed.
Vixie,
that was 4
go
games.
the fuck to sleep.
That was 4 games ago. All right, give me a second. So we have about 100.
Vixie's in the chat.
Vixie, go to bed!
We have like 115. Not hard enough. We have 115 games left. I'm gonna count how many you'll have heard of. 1, maybe 2, 3, 4. I'll give you that. 5, 6, 7. Love it when they're back to back. 8, 9. 10. 10. Another 10 that you might have heard of.
Almost 10%.
Yes. Oh, yeah. GX wants to comment on the extremely low resolution logo on SDK Sprite. Yeah, it's terrible. So I have 45 minutes.
Okay.
So.
Oh no, this sounds like you have a plan.
I have an offer.
An offer.
Between 2 different things we could do for the next 45 minutes. We could continue the Wii U rankings. Or I could pivot into
compromising information.
Hold on.
Or I could pivot into something very lighthearted and funny that would only take about 45 minutes total. And we could be done with it tonight.
Sure.
Alex, do you want to pivot away for a bit?
Sure, we can pivot.
All right. I'm going to stop streaming until this is ready. This will take... DB, what the fuck?
Okay, we'll just check your Discord then.
Why would you do that? Why would you say that?
That's what friends
Hey,
are
Alex.
for.
No.
Alex, hi, friend. Do you remember the stream that we did?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Melanie. This isn't about you. Do you remember? Do you remember the stream where I was like, the 2 of you? This is before Melanie came out. I was like, the 2 of you are deeply deeply unprepared for like a lot of adult life.
Oh yeah.
And so like I asked you things like, hey, how like which of these following things expire? And you both got them fundamentally wrong.
Sure.
Well, I hope that was, I hope that you learned something, were able to improve some aspect of your life.
Thank you for letting me know about Neospore, and it came in handy today.
I'm glad. After that stream, Melanie bought some Coca-Cola. And by after, I mean very recently after.
Right now, so. What does Syrenne say?
She's telling Alex a story about what you messaged.
And her roommates keep finding this Coca-Cola that is dated significantly before she began gender transitioning.
It's the same Coca-Cola?
No.
Yes, the same Coca-Cola.
There was 2. There was a second.
But like, yes, Alex, to your question, yes. Coca-Cola that has been there for years.
I wasn't drinking it.
But why is it like? Why say keep finding it as if they're like strewn across your house in different spots?
Great question. Great question. You found it. They found it once, and apparently found more yesterday.
There's still a pre-transition Coca-Cola in the first place.
Like
not drinking it is exactly how the problem happened. That's so right.
Exactly. Thank you, Vixie.
What are you gonna do about this, Mel? Are you gonna toss it?
Yes, I already did.
Do you have sentimental value to this Coca-Cola? Why did it take you so long?
I do not have sentimental value to it.
Well, you held on to it for such a long time.
Okay, so what are you gonna do if we find a third pre-transition Coca-Cola?
Die! I'll die! I will walk into the forest and you'll never see me again!
Well then, that sounds like a promise.
What does pre-transition Coca-Cola taste like?
I don't know! I didn't try to drink it!
Aren't you a little curious?
No!
Come on, Mal. Take a stupid risk.
No!
Fun.
So what's happening? DB's just sending pics of this Coke?
No, just sending
to
descriptions.
Syrenne? Oh, okay.
No, I
All
just
right.
sent a singular message in the chat that me, Melanie, and Syrenne.
Shut the fuck up!
What happens if you collect the entire 6-pack? Do you like get an
Typically,
achievement or
you
something?
can never make
It was
me
a
shut up.
It was a 2-liter. Actually.
Oh, yeah.
Two
That was a
different
2 liter.
2 liters.
Gotcha. These are 2? Okay. That's actually worse. I thought it was all from one 6-pack.
That's so much
Syrenne,
worse.
We found another pre-transition Coke the other day.
Why would you buy a 2-liter and not use it?
So, Melanie, what do you have to say for yourself? There's nothing you can say that will make you look good.
No defense. No defense at all, huh?
You have nothing.
I just got
She
a
has nothing.
I just got a message from my sister saying, "Oh wait, I don't know what's going on, but is this my bad? Is this about a 2-liter in the fridge?"
It was in the fridge?
Oh my god.
Wait. How fucking often do you open that goddamn refrigerator, Melanie?
Shut the fuck up.
No.
I thought it was like hidden in some
We
pantry
just-
corner.
We will not.
No,
cleaned-
yeah, no,
we
Alex, I'm
cleaned-
with you.
No, okay, the first one was.
Melanie? What the actual fuck?
Did you just not see it? I know you have roommates now, but as like I live alone, my
Okay.
fridge is not that full.
Okay,
I would
so-
see everything in it.
Okay, so my roommates, very shortly after they moved in, found the first pre-transition Coke that was like in the just in the pantry that like that was like, you know, quote unquote hidden. The second one that was in the fridge, I found a couple days ago. No one else noticed it. I
And then you
can't
brought it up to them.
Yes, I told them. I admitted it to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was your mistake. You should have realized
Well-
we would come for you on stream over this pre-transition Coke.
I'm glad that the Coke finally came out of the pantry. It was soon enough.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
so proud of that Coke, you know?
All right. This is. I'm streaming again. We're back. If you can both jump in.
I thought we were going to do this for 45 minutes. I was totally prepared.
Oh, no, this is what we're doing for 45 minutes. I was not. It was not calling out Mel for 45 minutes.
That was just coincidental timing.
Yes, that was a fascinating timing.
Look, I'm not gonna say I'm blameless, but I am not the only one who can be blamed. I'm not the only one that uses that fridge.
You're the one that acquired the Coke.
This is your house.
It's your house too now.
Legally, it is your house.
All right, we're starting the tournament. Are we ready?
Okay, tournament time.
Both of you have to agree before we can move on to the next round of the bracket.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. Hyrule Warriors Legends versus Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS. Two deeply compromised ports.
Ooh. Okay, so on the one hand, I feel like
I haven't played either of these.
Okay, so Hyrule Warriors Legends is the reason the Switch version doesn't have surround sound. Now, I know that
that's irrelevant.
It's very important to me. I know Vixie isn't going to give a shit about that, but like
that's fundamentally irrelevant to talking about the 3DS version as a 3DS game.
I was doing a bit. I do think Mario Maker for 3DS was that able to upload levels or no? I can't remember.
No.
Okay, then fuck that game. I'll give this.
It was $40 and you couldn't upload levels. You could make them and you could share them via Street Pass.
I'm gonna give this to Hyrule Warriors. What do you think, Alex?
Alex, you cool with that?
I agree. It's I mean compromised but content rich, and Super Mario Maker is compromised in a direction where you can't even make use of its main feature.
You could play levels that were uploaded, I think, right?
It's true.
It wasn't completely without merit, but it was definitely low on merit.
Nintendogs plus Cats versus Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
I kind of hated Dark Moon, so like I would need to be convinced not to give this to Nintendogs.
Yeah, I have sour feelings towards both of these.
Why do you have sour feelings towards dogs and cats?
New friends. Who are these new friends? I don't know them.
They are breeds of dogs, and the entirety of the editions of cats that were not present in the Nintendo DS game.
I remember playing the.
Do you have something against cats,
on
Alex?
DS. A little bit, yeah.
It is a more polished evolution of Nintendogs for the DS. It looks very pretty.
We played that Dark Moon multiplayer all the time. Yeah, it was the only good part about the game.
It's the multiplayer I don't think is in the Switch version.
Then who gives a shit about that Switch port? That's the only part of the
Good question.
game.
It's $60.
Fuck off! Holy shit.
I mean, we can give it to Nintendogs. I don't mind.
This is like if Kirby Air Riders doesn't have City Trial.
Chibi Robo Ziplash versus Miitopia.
Oh, Miitopia.
I've never played Ziplash.
It is an acceptable 2D platformer.
So before this, I know this was
Really
specifically
bad
this.
gimmick.
I know this was specifically the Switch port that that the clip was of. But before this stream started, there was a clip of me playing Miitopia and looking through again, Switch exclusive feature. All of the uploaded Miis that people had made, and I saw the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg, and that's deeply important to me. I think Miitopia. Yeah, I think Miitopia.
Yeah. Do you want a 40-hour generic SRPG with Miis, or do you want a deeply acceptable 2D platformer?
Deeply acceptable is so damned by faint praise.
I wouldn't call Miitopia acceptable, but that's just me.
The game made by professionals, competent game.
Yeah.
Miitopia is a good bit, at least.
It's a good bit. It's a good demo. It's shocking that they gave away a demo of that because the demo is the whole thing.
Kind of.
Mario Luigi 1 Remake versus Luigi's Mansion 1 Remake.
Luigi's Mansion 1 Remake.
No. I want you
Why
to look me in
not?
the eye and tell me that you would play Luigi's Mansion without the C stick?
Luigi's Mansion on 3DS supports the C stick. What are you? And it also supports gyro controls.
That's a fucking little nub. That's not a
I would
C
have
stick.
to
It's a
play-
nub.
And it also control
with the gyro.
It has gyro.
I feel like the gyro.
And if you
would
have
be
an
able
old
to do it.
3DS, you can use the Circle Pad Pro.
I'm still leaning Luigi's Mansion.
It's a very good game.
It
Mario
is.
Luigi Superstar Saga homogenized the art style of that first game and took out all the expression, and also the Bowser's Minion content sucks shit.
Fine.
No,
yeah, it's Luigi's Mansion.
All right, Luigi's Mansion. Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn versus Professor Layton 6.
I've only played the first 3 Professor Laytons. Is this one good?
They're all 6 of them are good.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, then Layton.
Yeah, Layton. I'm sure Extra Epic Yarn is a fine game, but
New Super Mario Bros. 2, It's All About the Gold versus Bravely
Default. All day.
I don't even like Bravely Default, and it's Bravely Default.
Bravely Default has the fucking pedophile character that you need to talk to like 80 times before credits roll.
I did not know that. Didn't get that far.
What do you mean you didn't know that?
Did I get that far?
Not a pedophile in America.
Yes, he is.
I thought they aged up the characters for the West.
Nope, they just took away the skimpiest parts of the outfits.
Oh, shit.
I have no fucking memory of this game.
And they de-racist one of the costumes.
Yes, I do remember that.
Because it was a Native American.
I'm gonna be real. I don't remember anything about Bravely Default.
Didn't they change it to a cowboy?
Yep. I think that was in Bravely Second, but yeah.
Okay.
All I actually remember about Bravely Default is what I heard about. How do I say this without just spoiling the game?
I would say spoil it, but it's coming out again in like a month.
Yeah, that's the problem.
The game structure. I'm assuming you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, the game structure is exceptionally tedious.
Mm-hmm. Sure sound it.
It's a really good bit.
It's a good bit the first time.
Yep.
You have to do it 8 times.
Hey Alex, have you ever watched The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya?
I have not.
It's got the same good bit. in television format.
Awesome.
All
You
right.
just sold me on it.
So we have a 2D platformer with some exceptionally fun DLC levels that I wish were in the base game versus a deeply frustrating RPG with a great soundtrack.
I'll go New Super Mario Brothers.
I'm going Bravely.
Right. Oh.
We have to agree.
Okay, what? Alex, convince me on Bravely, because I don't like it. I did not like it.
What did you not like?
This is like 12 years ago.
This was 11 years ago.
This was 11 years ago. I can't confidently tell you details as to why I did not like it. I just remember I played it for about 3 hours, and I was just like, I am not enjoying this at all.
What I liked about Bravely Default was specifically the character building job system aspect of it, where you would unlock these jobs, and as you would master them, you'd be able to get these skills that you would be able to mix and match with the other jobs, and so you're able to get these really fun synergies.
Let me do a quick job explaining. Hey, Melanie, you know how in Final Fantasy VII, Aerith starts out with like healer stats, but you can make her become just a giant like damage dealer if you want, because no character means anything in that game because of materia?
That thing that I told you just a couple days ago is the thing I hate about the game.
Yeah, it's that on steroids.
I see. So Alex.
I do also hate that about Final Fantasy VII, and I don't know why I like it in Bravely Default, other than maybe like the jobs do a better job of like giving you a full set of abilities, so that you have the identity attached to the job.
It is slightly more balanced, but it's the same concept. Alex.
Right. No, I think I'm unlocking a memory. I think Bravely Default is the game that taught me I hate that.
Alex, question for you. Have you played the DLC of New Super Mario Bros. 2?
I have not, but I don't like 2D Mario. Just in general.
You have bad taste, but
probably
that's okay because I'm here to save you. Please just be gameplay. This was Nintendo of America's first game with paid DLC. Technically, the first game they ever did it for was Fire Emblem Awakening, which came out first in Japan. Alright. I truly wish this game's DLC came bundled with it, because then more people would have played it. But
yeah,
it's a lot of
played the DLC.
It's a lot of like, you have exactly 100 seconds. We're going to just up the difficulty. If you're buying DLC, you know what you're in for.
I kind of think that.
And it's a lot of like, can you get the maximum number of coins in addition to this? Because there's per stage leaderboards for all of the DLC.
I still think it goes to Super Mario 2. New Super Mario Bros. 2.
I mean, I can concede. I can.
You got it.
I can pick my battle later.
Pikmin. Dragon Quest VIII versus Animal Crossing Happy House Arrest.
Dragon Quest.
8, yeah.
I've never played that Dragon Quest game, and yet it's so clear.
Yeah, Fangs, that entire Goomba Cower does just walk off the edge. Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, or The Dead Heat Breakers in Japan, versus Pokemon Sun and Moon. The best ones on the system.
Dead Heat Breakers.
What the? I expected Melanie to say that.
Sun and Moon was
But I
the
did not
game
expect Alex.
where I started to realize I don't like Pokemon anymore.
But that's not Sun and Moon. That's Sun and Moon released at the part where you discovered that about yourself.
That's correct. I did go back and play the games that were previously my favorites, and I don't like them anymore. I have retried several Pokemon games that I liked when I was younger, and I have not enjoyed any of them. I'm the one that changed, not Pokemon.
Built in Dead Heat Breakers or Pokemon Sun and Moon?
Pokemon.
Sure. Okay. I don't expect it's going to make it out of round one. Especially looking at what it just got paired up against.
Oh, yeah.
Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix versus LBX Little Battlers Experience.
I have never heard of LBX Little Battlers Experience.
I don't need to show you the trailer for you to know which one you'd like more.
Okay.
We can go with Rhythm Heaven.
We will get to LBX when you do the ranking of Nintendo games. Also, I excluded a couple games very specifically that I knew wouldn't track, but I know that you don't know much about, and I want to save it for when you do the proper rankings.
Okay. What the fuck is Tetris Access?
Tetris Access is the sequel to Tetris DS that Nintendo only had the rights to release for 2 years and then delisted it forever. It fucking rips.
Okay, Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris.
Easy. It's going up against Fates?
Yeah, the worst Fire Emblem, yeah.
Oh, that is not the worst Fire Emblem.
You're correct, but...
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
What is it doing here? Again.
Versus Metroid... I hit random on the seeds. Versus Metroid Prime Federation Force.
So...
The multiplayer Metroid Prime game versus a re-release of Sun and Moon that adds a few new Pokemon.
So all I really know about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is that Joe hated it.
Joe disliked a part of the narrative changing.
I think he also hate how little changed, though.
It added the entire post game that was missing in Sun and Moon.
You still have to replay the entire fucking game to get to that.
Yes, and there are changes along the way, but that's like normal third version style changes. So like to get like opening to Elite Four, the amount of credits or Elite Four equivalent, the amount of credits or the amount of differences is basically the same as like a Diamond and Pearl into Platinum.
Yeah.
Or a Gold Silver into Crystal.
Part of me wants to give it to Federation Force, even though I've never played it.
It's a good game.
What do you think, Alex? I kind of want to give it to
Alex is
Federation
muted.
Force. I kind of want to give it to Federation Force, but I'm not going to die on that hill if Alex disagrees.
Well, I don't know, he's muted, so maybe he left. Going once. Federation Force going twice?
Federation Force.
Okay.
Sorry.
I want to go play both games to give a fair assessment. Yeah. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker featuring Super Mario Odyssey levels versus Super Mario 3D Land. This is a deeply fucked up first round.
I didn't. Oh,
both of these games need to be in the second
I need
wave.
to play more Captain Toad, but I've played plenty of 3D Land, and I think I have to give it to 3D Land. But I recognize the quality of Captain Toad.
Yeah,
Captain
I
Toad
did.
is so good as a puzzle game.
I want to be really clear. Some people are going to like dismiss Captain Toad for no good reason, and I really didn't want to do that. But it's up against Super Mario 3D Land.
It is up against like a top tier contender, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got to give it to Mario. Sorry, Toad.
I gotta play that on Switch too.
Disney Magical Worlds 2 versus Kirby Triple Deluxe.
I've never
Is that
heard
a
of Disney
Nintendo published
Magical
game?
World 2.
That is a Nintendo published game.
Huh. Okay.
So is the first one.
World
No, don't look it up. You're fine, Melanie. You don't need to look it up.
I mean, it's
Kirby by
Deluxe
default,
is a
We'll just
fine
give it to
enough Kirby game. Yeah.
We'll give it. Looking it up is not going to change that, but it is going to spoil a fun discovery if you don't know
Mario
what that
Kart
is.
7.
Lego City
Mario Kart
Undercover,
7,
the 3 frames per second chase begins, featuring no draw distance in a giant open world third person game on 3DS.
I didn't know that. I thought it was one of those games where it's like, well, obviously we can't do the console version, so we're gonna do like a side
Melanie, they
scroller.
took the fucking entire Wii U open world 1-to-1, and it does not run on the 3DS.
That's
It is
phenomenally ambitious.
The fucking
Good for them.
audacity.
Good for
I
them.
reviewed both games, and I legitimately think that colored my, like, the chase begins being as bad as it was, colored my impressions of the Wii U game and inflated its score.
So yeah, Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yes, so that is a very easy one. Layton 5 versus Brain Age the one with Satan.
Layton 5. I like
Brain Age the one with Satan is a really good bit.
It is.
Ultimate NES Remix, which, reminder, there's NES Remix 1+2 on Wii U, which is all the games, and then there's Ultimate, which is Ultimate because it removes the bad ones.
That's good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Is an improved version of the Wii U collection by removing the worst fucking content, like so you don't have to play NES Pinball.
We need more definitive editions to be like, yeah, we're gonna take out this shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it's really such a good idea.
I love me a definitive edition that doesn't waste my fucking time.
Versus Steel Diver, the launch game, not the online free to play shooter.
NES Remix.
Thanks. Does anyone else just randomly think of Steel Diver? You should get that checked out.
Why do you?
As someone who is constantly thinking of weird things, you should go get that checked out. Hey, Pikmin
Pokemon, get off my list.
versus Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Hey Pikmin is a less good 2D platformer than Chibi Robo Zip Flash and was made, I believe, by the same developer as a follow-up in 7 months.
Pokemon.
Okay, all right. Let's go with Pokemon then.
It's got a
We'll kill
very
Pokemon in the
generous
second
first
round.
Yeah.
It's got a very generous first round. Yeah, don't worry. It'll be up against Mario Party, the top one. I think Pokemon might be skirting through.
No!
Way far.
This is gonna go against either NES Remix or Puzzle and Dragons.
Fuck, Pokemon's getting so far.
Picross 3D round 2 versus. Oh, this is a bug. That's a buy. That's an issue. That's the other half of Nintendogs plus cats.
Okay.
It put that into 2 challengers for some reason. I apologize. That one gets a buy. Mario Sports Superstars.
Oh my god, are these games both fucking terrible? Oh no, I'm thinking Mario Tennis Golf was the good one.
Golf is good.
Yeah, I've heard
Mario Golf
is, like,
is really good. Mario Sports Superstars is atrocious.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's golf.
Fire Emblem Warriors on 3DS, which did get all of the DLC. Versus Freaky Forms.
We can't look up Freaky Forms, but with a name
Alex,
like that,
you can. Alex, I want you to look up Freaky Forms.
No, I sort of a little bit remember Freaky Forms.
Alex,
Why is it deluxe? There's a
there's an eShop Freaky Forms. This is an enhanced re-release, and then they delisted the cheaper one.
Love that for them.
Alex, I just want you to look up footage just so I can hear it in your voice.
What?
Because this is a deeply upsetting game.
Why does this video have Satoru Iwata interviewing the developers of Freaky Forms?
Because that's the first part of the game. You should find them with gameplay.
Oh, I don't like the eyes. I don't like the face that this thing is making at me.
Yeah, it's trying to seduce you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, these forms are freaky.
So that
How do you play it?
Fire
touchscreen?
Yeah, touchscreen. The full Fire Emblem Warriors experience on the new 3DS.
Well, I'm
Fire
sorry, Freaky
Emblem
Forms. I
Warriors,
might have
but
to give Fire Emblem
begrudgingly.
Warriors. Yeah.
Warriors is my favorite of the licensed Nintendo Warriors games, so. Style Savvy Styling Star versus Mario Party Star Rush.
This feels like a targeted attack on me specifically.
No, this feels like a targeted attack on me specifically.
It's Style Savvy. Star Rush is... Fuck Star Rush.
Okay. Cool. Style Savvy.
Thank you.
They got-
Animal Crossing New Leaf versus the good version of Sushi Striker The Way of Sushino that Nintendo World Report gave a 10 out of 10 to.
So, I don't know shit about
That's a
Sushi
Neil, right?
Striker. Oh, yeah.
I believe that was Neil, yes. But honestly, I kind of back him up on it.
So, I don't know shit about Sushi Striker. What I do know is that much like... What am I, the other, from earlier? Fuck, I've already forgotten. Captain Toad. Much like Captain Toad, it is one of those games that people will just dismiss out of hand.
I love you, Yo Vega X. I love you, Yo Vega X.
An hour and a half of Sushi Striker.
Yes.
Thank God Yo Vega X is here for us.
Terrible violence over sushi before, but you must know, sushi was not to blame for this. Sushi isn't just something
Sushi is not to blame.
Yeah, there's a war over sushi. All right,
Is the
let me jump
concept
into
of
some-
sushi being blamed for war?
Yes. Now, show me. So it's an original concept of fast-paced puzzle battler, 1v1.
This feels like a Melanie game.
I've never tried it, but yeah. Maybe I need
So the
to try
reason,
it.
The reason the 3DS version is the good one is because you use a stylus. It came out on Switch on the same day. And they marketed the Switch version because the Switch was the new system. But let me tell you something. You really want a stylus for this thing.
I can imagine. It looks like
also,
a stylus game.
Give me the... Let me just play this for a second.
Should I mute this for the stream?
No. It should be fine. Just for the beginning. It's got really good vibes.
Those are JoJo poses.
Yes. Sushi Striker has incredible vibes, Melanie.
I am extremely interested in this, and I do not want to dismiss it out of hand. It's against Animal Crossing New Leaf.
This is a really fucked up competition for both of them.
Yeah.
Mel, you hate Animal Crossing. Let's just go with our hearts and go with Sushi Striker.
Go with your stomach.
You know what, Alex? You're so real for that. It's Sushi Striker.
Animal Crossing, get fucked. You didn't make it as far as Mario Party the top 100.
Good.
The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes versus Mario and Sonic in the Rio 2016.
Oh my god,
matchup that favors Triforce Heroes.
This is the exact opposite problem of the previous one.
This is like when you go to a local tournament and you have a bloodbath of a first round, and then you talk to your friend, and your friend is like, I don't know, it was the easiest thing in the world.
I'm still waiting for people to be like, give us a reassessment of the Mario and Sonic games.
No.
No one has ever gone to bat for them. Ever.
Yeah,
not even the children that grew up with them.
I wonder why.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
Yeah.
Especially the ones on handheld are so much worse than the ones on TV. So is it Triforce Heroes?
Yeah, Triforce Heroes. Easy.
God.
What a fucked up seed.
Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World versus Pokemon Super
I don't want to see Pokemon on this bracket anymore.
There's so much Pokemon, Alex. Also, this is only retail games in this bracket, so you're being spared all of the Pokemon spin-offs that are download only.
Give it to
Funky
Poochie.
Forms? Oh, I guess it was deluxe because of that.
Give it to Poochie.
Poochie!
Okay, Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World it is. Pokemon Rumble Blast, which is a $40 retail version of a free-to-play game.
It goes to Art Academy.
Vixie, you should have been in bed already. Good night.
So, Syrenne, I need to give you some context for exactly when Vixie needs to get up for work tomorrow.
Oh, mm-hmm.
So she got home from work at 6 o'clock today, or no, at a little after 6, and said she literally doesn't have time to cook because she needs to go to bed for work.
Great. Mario Tennis Open. I'm going to bed. Good night. I am in bed.
Mario Tennis Open fucking sucks.
Yes, those are Vixie's 3 messages back to back. I'm going to bed. Good night. I am in bed. Yeah, Dragon Quest 7 rules.
Mario Tennis Open, that's the one that's like Simon Says Mario Tennis.
It's really bad.
Yes.
It's really bad.
Yes. It's not as bad as the Wii U one, but that's a really bad bar.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Dragon Quest. Yeah, GX, don't worry, I got you. That the Sushi Striker theme rips. Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo.
Yeah, come on, yeah. Let's move this along.
Versus 100 Kirby's Drop on an Island. Actually, that's not what this is at all. Have you ever seen Kirby Battle Royale in motion?
I think I've maybe.
There was no demo, and it was $40.
Wasn't
I helped out Don's review because he got 2 codes from NOE and I had a European 3DS and I was like, I'll help you with this. And we both were playing over like Discord at the time. Just a late 3DS game. And at the end I was just like, Don, I don't want to play this anymore. Like, you might be on your own because this sucks so bad. I think you gave it like a 4, which for Dawn is like a 2.
Yeah. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen footage of it.
It's not a battle royale game. It's a 4-player action platformer. Yokai Watch 2: Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls versus The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between. Oh wait, is that a rupee under that pot?
Link Between Worlds is mid.
It's so mid.
It's really mid.
So is Yokai Watch 2. It's a mid off.
Fuck.
A Link Between Worlds.
I don't care enough about these two. Sure.
Right. Congrats, Alex. You're getting your wish by default. Style savvy trendsetter versus Detective Pikachu.
I'm gonna say style savvy.
Sure.
So I would strongly agree, and I'm not trying to sabotage this. Did either of you watch the Detective Pikachu movie?
I saw the movie in theaters.
I fell asleep in it.
My understanding is that the movie, which Alex, you said you fell asleep in during it. You're not wrong. Also, the movie's way more exciting than the game.
It is so much more exciting. It's also the same plot, condensed from 30 hours down to 2 hours. Also,
and still manages
the
to drag.
Version absolutely has a weird swerve near the end where it's all about drugs.
Love that.
Cool. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, which versus Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters. Are we giving it to the mid game or the racist game?
Yeah, Alex.
I mean, if we want to shaft Donkey Kong Country, then we can with Yokai Watch. I don't really care.
Are we talking about shafting Donkey Kong?
Yeah, we're talking about
banana.
Thanks, as I've read ahead. Please choose Yokai Watch. Okay.
Yeah. All right. GX likes some of the Mario and Sonics. Disney.
I love that.
Magical
Please, give
World.
me a defense of those games at some point. GX.
Disney Magical World. Oh, here, I'll give it to you. They're games that feature Sonic and they're not buggy.
Syrenne, this seating is so fucked up.
I think it has to be Disney Magical World.
Didn't we already see this? Oh, we saw this.
No, you saw Disney Magical World 2. Disney Magical World 1 didn't make me almost snap my 3DS in half out of anger. Sticker Star did.
This seating is so fucked up.
Give it to Disney.
Disney Magical World.
Yeah. Codename Steam versus Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh my
Codename
god.
Steam, the first game where Yuri Lowenthal voiced Marth.
Mid off.
Star Fox is not mid. It's just it's just a port. It's not that exciting. But like Paper Jam.
Listen to me. At its best, Star Fox is mid as hell gameplay. People like the theming. John notwithstanding, and he has bad taste.
So I'm the kind of person where it's like I've gotten all of the medals in Star Fox 64, and that's where I think the fun in the game is.
You can give it to the game with local video chat, but which is one of the stupidest phrases of all time, and I can't believe that Mario Party on Switch is breaking it back.
Wait, hold on. Does Mario Party on Switch not have online?
No, it does, but it also Switch 2, but Switch it.
Yeah, so
Mario Party on Switch
you understand
2,
what I meant.
Yes, has online, but also local, so that you and your 3 friends can look at the TV and see each other's faces.
I'm not entirely convinced that Nintendo's developers know what a video game is sometimes.
Anyways, I'll let you give it to Star Fox. It's probably better than Paper Jam. Paper Jam sucks a lot. I just don't think Star Fox is exciting. All right.
How much Yokai Watch?
Losers round. Dark Moon versus Ziplash.
Dark Moon.
Melanie?
I don't like Dark Moon, but I'm not really interested in going to bat for Ziplash.
All right, this is
I don't like
double
either of them.
elimination, by the way. All right, that's the odd one. So we're going back up to winners now. A lot of these games got buys, so let's get ready. Disney Art Academy, where you can draw Elsa, versus Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Convince me to not give it to Hyrule Warriors.
Why?
I was about to say convince me to not give it to Disney.
It appears we are at a standstill.
Disney Art Academy also doesn't have surround sound.
You know, that's fair.
Neither game does because the 3DS is stereo audio.
I mean, the easy answer is Hyrule Warriors, right?
That's the one with 10,000 hours of gameplay.
You like 7 frames per second?
I don't.
It's locked 30 on new 3DS.
Locked?
Yeah, budget issue. And by that I mean you're broke if you're playing this on an old.
Give it to Hyrule Warriors.
Yes, same with Hyrule Warriors. Not Hyrule. Fire Emblem Warriors, by the way, both, which is new 3DS only. Both of those are locked 30.
Give it to the cats.
Cats versus Miitopia.
Sure. Cats win.
Cats win. Majora's Mask 3D versus Luigi's Mansion 1.
Majora's Mask.
Melanie, any complaints?
I really don't like that as a port of Majora's Mask, but I like Majora's Mask a lot more than I like Luigi's Mansion, so I'll let it be.
Versus Layton 6.
Ooh,
that's a really good WarioWare.
That's arguably the best WarioWare.
Yeah, that's like the one to get. If you're only going to play one WarioWare. Tough. Is the best WarioWare better than a pretty good Layton?
Yeah.
I've never played this Layton.
It's very pretty. It's a Layton game.
I'm tempted to say WarioWare, though.
Yeah, we can give it to WarioWare.
Yeah, WarioWare's so good. Kid Icarus Uprising versus New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Kid Icarus, yes.
You're both wrong, but that's okay.
Okay.
Style Savvy Fashion Forward, which is the weird one, versus Dragon Quest 8.
I feel like this one's probably Dragon Quest.
I've got no strong feelings. I haven't played either of these. I know 8 is supposed to be really good.
I haven't played either of these either, but if Syrenne describes this as the weird one for Style Savvy, and I've heard people like evangelize Dragon Quest 8, it feels like a Dragon Quest.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Style Savvy game that broke the formula for a bit, and then it went back to it. Metroid Samus Returns versus Sun and Moon.
Samus Returns.
Xenoblade 3D versus Rhythm Heaven.
Oh, I almost want to give it to Xenoblade Chronicles 3D just for the fucking audacity of it, but it's Rhythm Heaven.
It's so Rhythm Heaven.
Sure.
Even if this was Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii or Definitive Edition on Switch, Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix wins every day. Fire Emblem Awakening
I would
versus
have to think about it for that one, but it's like clearly the worst way to play Xenoblade Chronicles, so
yeah, and Rhythm Heaven is better than Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It just is. I don't know.
I would have to
Fire
think
Emblem
about it.
Awakening versus Tetris.
I'm feeling Fire Emblem for this.
Sure.
Mario and Luigi 4 versus Federation Force.
I kind of want to give it to Federation Force.
I do too. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
It's gonna make it really far in this matchup, despite neither of you having played it.
No, I've played
Pokemon
some
X
Federation Force. I just never beat it.
Okay. X and Y versus 3D Land.
X and Y was the last time I liked Pokemon, but I'm still gonna give it to 3D Land.
It's the worst mainline Pokemon by a lot. Yoshi's New Island versus Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Kirby.
Kirby Triple Deluxe has a listenable potential. Bravely second versus Mario Kart 7.
Mario Kart 7.
Okay, Mario
I need
Kart.
to send a
Bravely
message.
second.
Yeah, it's Mario Kart.
Okay, sorry. I just needed to send my spouse a message. Monster Hunter Stories 1 versus Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask 5.
Stories was a weird spin-off, right?
That's the
RPG.
Yeah, that's the RPG.
I've never heard a human being talk about actually playing it. I'm gonna give this
I've
to
played it.
Layton. Oh, is
That makes
Stories
sense.
any
It
good?
has.
No.
Okay, I'll give it to Layton.
It's got like the rock paper scissors combat, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Not interested.
Okay, Puzzle and Dragon Z plus Super Mario Brothers Edition, which is another one of those. Why is this suddenly like 500 hours of game? Versus Ultimate NES Remix. We removed the bad games.
I've never played Puzzle and Dragons. Is it good?
You would. Ooh. No, this is a game that people would recommend to you, and it wouldn't click with your brain specifically.
Okay, so this sounds like one of those things that people like know is surface level similar to things that I like, but don't understand why I like them.
No, this isn't about liking things. This is about what your brain will accept.
Okay.
It's like Color Splash.
I'll give it to Ultimate NES Remix.
Where it is like of an objective quality, and you can tell that it is a well-designed game, but it doesn't work with your brain.
Yeah.
Or like Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, I was about to say Birth by Sleep.
Yep, it's one of those.
Sure, NES Remix.
Mario Party the Top 100 versus Omega Ruby Alpha
NES
Sapphire.
Remix is gonna go so far.
So is Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, I guess.
Dragon is so funny. Mario versus Donkey Kong Tipping Stars, which is a game made in HTML5.
Picross. You don't have to even finish that sentence.
I love having the stream open. What the fuck is Tipping Stars? All right, thanks. Hear me out. Let's say you have a level editor, and you make a good level, and I like it. So I tip you a star, which gives you currency, a star, to go unlock elements to go put in your level to make better levels. Now, here's the problem. When I say give star, I literally mean remove from my inventory and add to yours.
This game has a fucking economy.
So only some players can have access to the high-end level elements. It's so stupid. It's so bad. Bowser's Inside Story Remake plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey versus Mario Golf World Tour.
I don't think I have a horse in this race. I spiritually, I feel like it's Mario Golf.
Yep.
Great.
Pokemon
Mystery
has soured me against every Mario and Luigi game now.
Mystery
there's like
Dungeon
two
Gates to Infinity versus Fire Emblem Warriors.
I kind of feel Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yep.
They call me
Fangs.
Deadpool.
Fangs, you're right. Also, I want to repeat. The entire game was built in HTML5. It's, in theory, playable in a web browser. Yokai Watch
Just because
Blasters.
we could doesn't mean we should.
Yokai Watch Blasters, Red Cat Core, and White Dog Squad versus Style Savvy, the best one.
I'm feeling Style Savvy.
Yeah. I've never heard of Blasters.
I know
it's an action spin-off. Don't worry about it.
I know almost nothing about Yokai Watch.
Crosswords Plus, which was in developed as a New York Times game before they lost the rights, versus Sushi Striker.
kind of like crosswords. Like I've played Crosswords DS. Kind of like it. But if Neil sees a clip of me giving it to Crosswords over Sushi Striker, I will lose access to the Twitch channel.
I was gonna say, does it have a fucking theme song? The answer, no. It's the most bare bones generic presentation. Also, I've played this, and the clue difficulty is set to baby mode.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
Because nothing is allowed to be timely. Crosswords really should have a kick-ass theme song. You're right.
That would roll.
Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Valentia versus
Shadows of Valentia.
Yeah, Shadows of Valentia.
Easy.
See a Triforce. Planet Robobo
The best
Bobobot
3DS Fire Emblem
versus Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World.
I've never played Robobot. I feel like it's Robobot.
Yep.
Poochie's going back to his home planet.
This one's for Neil.
Pilot Wings Resort versus Art Academy Lessons for Everyone. Both games have about 90 minutes of pre-constructed content, and then Art Academy has good art tools that you can continue to use after the 90 minutes are up.
Mm-hmm.
Pilot Wings Resort is genuinely like a 90-minute game.
It sure is.
To complete everything, and Melanie, you made a bad choice getting the 3DS when you did.
I did, I agree. First system I ever bought with my own money.
That'll teach you to spend money on anything.
And then I bought a Wii U.
That'll teach you.
And then I bought a PlayStation 4.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one pays off.
It did. It really did. Going to our Academy.
Sure.
Fucking Monster Games, all three of their 3DS games just got curb stomped in the last little bit. They did Pilot Wings Resort into Donkey Kong Country Returns into Xenoblade 3D. And then they had such a bad experience working on Xenoblade 3D that they stopped working with Nintendo ever again. Ever Oasis versus Dragon Quest VII.
Oh,
I've never played
the Kneel Off.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of Ever Oasis and I enjoyed it, but didn't stick with it.
Yeah, I also don't want to just automatically give it to Dragon Quest, but I feel like this is Dragon Quest.
Thanks. Oh, I remember meaning to get to Ever Oasis.
Same.
Ever Oasis is great. It came out well after the Switch, which is unfortunate because it meant that no one came to it because it wasn't called Metroid, and it wasn't called WarioWare, and those are the two post Switch 3DS games that people actually went to go play. Well, that and Pokemon.
Reza was given a chance.
Layton versus Wright versus Smash.
Fuck, this is actually hard.
It's Layton versus Wright. It's not even especially close.
I want to give it to Layton as well.
Yeah, it's Layton.
Fantasy. I love that Ultimate NES Remix went further. Fantasy Life versus A Link Between Worlds.
I'm gonna be
mid
real.
Off.
I don't remember a goddamn thing about Fantasy Life.
They really got a sequel and it runs at about 5 frames per second on the Switch. Mid off. Keiji Inafune's.
I'll give it to Link Between Worlds because I remember that game exists.
Fossil Fighters Frontier versus Style Savvy Trendsetters.
I don't know what a Fossil Fighters is. I've heard of it.
Fossil Fighters Frontier has better alliteration. Can we give it to that?
No, Fossil Fighters is. You might remember better if they made it an open world. GX, no. Fossil Fighters Frontier is a Pokemon style game where you go on archaeological expeditions to dig up fossils, and then you revive the dinosaurs, and then you make them fight.
Is it good?
perfectly cromulent.
Mm.
6.5s, and 7s across the entire franchise. Never strays from that. They are fully serviceable games. Trendsetters is like a 9.5 IMO, but I know that I'm an exception on that.
I don't think I have a horse in this race. Do you, Alex?
I don't.
I'll say style savvy then.
Great. I learned that the developer of the Bonk series was involved in Fossil Fighters. Yes, Fossil Fighters, very funny. They had it at E3 and they wouldn't let media play it, and then they invited like 30 school children on a field trip to the floor of E3, walking past like the Rockstar booth to go to the Nintendo booth to play Fossil Fighters, a game that they kept telling press they didn't have. Very
now
funny.
that's marketing, baby.
Oh, baby. Yokai Watch 3 versus Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters.
Yeah. Yokai Watch 3 fell off. Yokai Watch 2 was way better.
Yokai Watch 3 is the one that takes place in America.
I do not know shit about Yokai Watch.
So we're
what is an American yokai like?
Yeah, great question.
Is it like the Jersey Devil?
Yes. Oh my god. You just sold me on Yokai Watch 3. You just sold me on it.
Yes, it's the Jersey Devil. It's gritty. It's all of it. It's all of these. Anyways,
if that was what this game was, it'd be fucking incredible.
The definitive version of Yokai Watch 2 versus the first version of 3.
GX says Yokai Watch 3 is the part where the cartoon dub changed to cheaper VAs. Sounds like Yokai Watch 2 then.
I mean, that's irrelevant. That is the Cartoon Network show.
I'm aware. It's just fuck. I don't know shit about Yokai Watch.
We'll go 2. It's fine.
It's an arbitrary choice no matter what. So I might as well have like the thinnest basis to that arbitrary choice.
Pokemon Art Disney, sure. Pokemon Art Academy versus Disney Magical World.
Disney.
Still don't really know what Disney Magical World is, so whatever Alex says.
Thanks. No, you're right. It's not what you'd want. It's Japanese kid moves to America because his parents are moving there for work, and then still encounters Japanese yokai and not American cryptids. It's really disappointing as an American. Tomodachi Life versus Ocarina of Time.
I don't have it in me, to be fair, to Tomodachi Life because I find that game unplayable now because I'm gay. It's Ocarina of Time.
Real issue. The actual way to play Tomodachi Life was to add the 15 random celebrities that Nintendo signed deals with and just have like Shaq fuck the Jersey Devil.
That's fair. That's pretty fair.
It's a skill issue to say that because you can't roleplay yourself in Tomodachi Life, it's unplayable. You just have to get more creative.
You can't be gay, but you can be a monster fucker?
Yes, because you can make a me and then just change the gender of the me. It's true. Neither of these two lets you be gay.
I guess that's true. If only Ocarina of Time let me be gay.
I've told this before. I don't think publicly. I remain stunned that they would ever make another Tomodachi Life because they put out that public statement after the American release of Tomodachi Life that said, in very clear terms, we promise if we ever make another Tomodachi Life, we will let you be gay. And then internally, it was very clear their plan was we're never making another one of these fucking things again. They made Miitomo and Miitopia instead. And I guess now we're back.
I fully expect them to just pretend they never made that promise.
Well, GX, I didn't say if we make another game that lets you have relationships. They said if we make another game in the Tomodachi Life series. Anyways.
Was there like was there any wiggle room to that statement?
No, they specifically wrote the statement to give them no wiggle room because they thought it was the only way they could get out of the crisis. Because it was Reggie was being invited to like CNN to talk about it.
Hell yeah.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, we can do Ocarina of Time. It's a fine game. Yokai Watch versus Star Fox 64 3D.
I still want to go Star Fox.
Same.
Have you ever seen the Yokai Watch song?
We're not ranking songs.
Come on, we gotta... No, not that one. Yeah, there it is. They had Nintendo executives do this at a Nintendo Direct. This whole dance.
I respect that.
And this is the Vixie.
And this is the Vixie, yeah.
So
big time.
There's a conversation that I would like to have with people who take Japanese songs and translate them into English. It is about meter. It's exceptionally rare for me to find an English translation of a Japanese song where the person writing lyrics gave a fuck about the meter. And I'm like really frustrated that like official products are released not giving a shit about it.
Yeah. The Japanese on this is basically the same for what it's worth. All right.
Still
Star
Star
Fox.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, this losers bracket is filled. We'll get to the losers later. We should wrap up winners and we'll call it for tonight. Hyrule Warriors Legends versus Nintendogs.
Do cats win?
This is
Does
honestly
love
kind of a
win or
tough
cats
one.
win?
How is
Does
Hyrule Warriors
Tingle
Legends
win?
love?
Tingle and Linkle.
Cats.
Love failed. Love lost tonight. Majora's Mask and WarioWare.
Majora's Mask.
I don't. I have so many problems with Majora's Mask 3D, but I don't know.
I'm sorry they fucked up the Zora swimming, but it's
They
still
did.
a
They
very
really
good
did.
video game.
They also fucked up the inverted Song of Time. Like that actually affects game balance in a pretty big way. Like that is like fucking up the inverted Song of Time actually makes people like Majora's Mask less because it makes the it makes the passage of time go faster, and that is something that people find stressful about the game and don't like about the game, and now it's even worse and not what the game was balanced around. I think that is
Game
a really
design change by the people who made it.
I think it's a really substantial change that I think is worse. Like, I don't have the right to tell you that, like, oh, they made a mistake, but I do have a right to tell you that I don't like that change. I think it's a bad change.
Compromise ports or best WarioWare. I mean, we can give it to WarioWare. It would hurt my soul because Majora's Mask 3D is my Majora's Mask, but I understand the problems.
The best version of Majora's Mask, so I get it.
It's got gyro aiming.
Skill issue.
You want to play Majora's Mask without gyro aiming?
I usually do.
I'm sorry for you.
I'm just sorry that you have a skill issue.
Damn.
If you're gonna die on this hill, you did make a compromise for me earlier. So, like, I will relent on this one if you really want to die on that hill. But
I want to die on this hill. This is the hill I'll die on. You can take the next one.
Okay.
Majora's Mask it is. Sorry, WarioWare. Kid Icarus versus Dragon Quest.
Ooh, I mean, it's gotta be Kid Icarus, right?
Does it?
I do like Kid Icarus, but I don't know what that means.
You know how long that game it is?
I like
How long is Kid Icarus? Is like what, 12 hours?
It outstays its welcome by like 3 hours.
Yeah, I do remember the last several missions being way too long. But Dragon Quest, if we're talking about games that outstay their welcome.
Have you played a Dragon Quest all the way through?
Exactly.
No. Have you?
I haven't.
Then you don't have the right to talk about it overstaying its welcome because you don't know if it does.
I have never played a Dragon Quest at all, and it makes it difficult for me to assess it.
But you have
I have played Kid Icarus, and I like
all the way.
I have played Kid Icarus Uprising. I like Kid Icarus Uprising. I have not played Dragon Quest. It's difficult for me to.
One of these games didn't ship with a fucking stand because the director was so stubborn that he was unwilling to make a good control scheme.
Maybe if Dragon Quest had shipped with a stand, it would have been better.
What?
I'm being very funny.
Okay. It's a legendary PS2 RPG that's now portable.
And the music is worse.
I want to give it to Kid Icarus. I don't know, Alex. What are you feeling?
I'm
not willing to die on the hill of Kid Icarus, but
Oh, I sure am.
DB is willing to die on that hill.
Kid Icarus is fucking peak.
She says it's peak.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Syrenne says hang on.
The 3DS. Change my mind.
Syrenne says hang on.
Then why'd she give it a 6?
No, she was talking about Uprising.
Yeah, that's not the sentence she said.
It's what she meant.
I thought y'all were talking about Uprising.
We are talking about Uprising. Syrenne went to law school. She's trying to win the argument. She plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
That is true. She literally plays a game for lawyers.
Metroid Samus Returns versus Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix.
Ooh, this is actually a really difficult one for me. Those are two of my favorite games on the system.
This seems dead easy for me, but so did Dragon Quest and Kid Icarus, because one of those is a good game.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you that they are. It's exceedingly close for me when I tell you I think it's Metroid. It's
Alex,
exceedingly
I'm not gonna
close,
fight
though.
you.
Alex,
I do not like rhythm games, so Metroid it is.
It's exceedingly close. Like I do not want to slight Rhythm Heaven at all. It's a fucking incredible game. Wait, hold on. No, now I remember things that I don't like about Samus Returns, though.
I was gonna say you love all the parrying.
There are things I don't like about Rhythm Heaven, though.
The only thing for me that I don't like about Mega Mix is that it's tuned very easy. I say that as a professional musician.
I don't like that it takes like a million years to get through the cutscenes that I don't enjoy. But
why don't you just hold the start button to skip them?
Can you do that?
Yeah, of course you can. It says it on the bottom screen.
Oh no, I know why I didn't know that. I imported the Japanese version.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
No wonder you didn't enjoy the cutscenes, Melanie.
I watched them on YouTube afterward. I still don't like them.
Are you still doing Metroid?
I don't think I'm gonna win against Alex if I don't do Metroid.
If you want to go for Rhythm Heaven, you can take it. It's not my favorite Metroid.
I'm like actually starting to remember like things that I've forgotten that I don't like about Samus Returns.
Every identical boss fight.
Yeah, and like Syrenne, you know the fucked up way
Pretty
I play
bad
Metroid.
map.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, Samus Returns actively fights that.
Yeah, because it's not designed around you.
And thank God that Dread was when the same people made it.
Weird ass.
Gonna give it to Rhythm Heaven.
Fuck yeah. I don't like the reason you got there, but I do like the result. Fire Emblem Awakening versus Federation Force.
It's,
Fire Emblem.
It's gonna be Fire Emblem.
3D Land versus Kirby Triple Deluxe.
3D Land.
Mario Kart 7 versus Layton 5.
Oh.
I haven't
Mario
played
Kart?
this Layton. I don't know.
Better than
I
that
could go
fucking
either
Mario
way.
Kart. It's as good as any other Layton game. Just sub that quality in your head.
I think, I'm gonna be real. This is a mid Mario Kart.
It is. It is not one of the bad Mario Karts, but it is one of the very mid ones.
Yeah, it's absolutely not bad. There are bad Mario Karts. This is not one of them. It's mid. I remember feeling like 150cc in Mario Kart 7 was equivalent to 100cc in Mario Kart Wii. And I really did not like that. I'm going to give this to Layton. Sure. Ooh, this Mario Kart doesn't have Waluigi. Maybe I'm giving it to Mario Kart.
I was going to say, that's a point in Mario Kart's favor.
It absolutely is.
It's
You're
got
correct.
Queen Bee.
Again, point in Mario Kart's favor.
NES Remix or Pokemon ORS.
NES Remix.
NES Remix.
We stand NES Remix.
Yes.
Pokemon Cross 3D Run. I love the idea of someone going through this tournament and it's just like, I don't know, I keep getting put up against coughing babies. Skill issue. Picross 3D Round 2 versus Mario Golf.
I think I'm gonna give this one to golf.
Yeah.
It's like I'm certain that Picross 3D is really good, but it says round 2, so it's like, okay, this is just more of the same.
What? What the fuck argument is that? Have you ever
That's
seen
not a
this
great
game?
argument.
I don't know.
Especially considering what Mario Golf is.
Hang on. Your argument is it's a sequel, so it probably doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played either of those video games.
It doubles the mechanics.
That sounds cool. I would like to play it.
It's very good.
I believe you.
Weirdo. Fire Emblem Warriors versus Style Savage Styling Star.
I'm gonna go Style Savvy.
Sure.
I have a really petty reason
Wait,
for not
Syrenne.
liking Fire Emblem
Yeah.
Warriors, and it's not what you think it is.
Which one would you pick?
Styles heavy.
Okay.
Do you want my actual answer? Like,
Yeah, because you
full?
rank Fire Emblem Warriors pretty highly.
Style Savvy is my winner of the whole bracket. This Style Savvy.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Did you not know that Syrenne is extremely into that game?
I knew, but I also knew that she gave Fire Emblem Warriors like a 9.5 in the articles that we've been putting up about Switch games. So
yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors rules. Style Savvy Styling Star is top, at least top 3 3DS game for me. Sushi Striker versus Shadows of Valentia.
Shadows of Valentia.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sushi Striker.
The best 3DS Fire Emblem.
Kirby Planet Robobot versus Art Academy. How did Art Academy make it this far?
Robobo. This one's for Neil.
I have not played either of them, so...
Dragon Quest VII versus Layton versus Ace Attorney.
Let me give it to Layton.
Layton.
I'd be shocked if Dragon Quest VII beat Layton, considering that Layton right beat Smash. Link Between Worlds versus Style Savvy Trendsetters.
This is Style Savvy.
Okay, yeah, this is one where I'll let Zelda loose. I got Majora's Mask in.
Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters versus Disney. Coffee, baby, coffee.
Disney Magical World? I still have not seen a single screenshot of this video game.
Alex, you should look it up. Put 3DS in your search query.
Okay. Was there a Switch version?
No, there was a mobile version.
Oh, shit.
How many iconic dances does Disney Magical World have? Like 10, probably. It's Disney. Hey, Melanie.
What's up?
It's one of these.
Do you remember the GameCube launch?
No, actually, I was too young for that.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to double
Be right
check.
back.
Because if you had remembered Universal Adventure, then there would be a good point of comparison.
I
here.
sure do not remember that.
Great, no worries. GX probably understands what I mean. Alex took one look at the game and needed to leave.
I'm gonna say Yokai Watch. I do not have enough missiles for this.
I don't know what Alex wants, so we're gonna have to wait.
Yokai Watch.
Okay, great. Sorry, Disney Magical World. You were both in favor of that until Alex saw a screenshot and simply said, "Oh, it's one of these."
I was kind of thinking.
Ocarina of Time 3D versus Star Fox 64
Wait,
3D.
hold on. You said there's a mobile version of Magical World?
Yeah.
I might know what that is.
Anyways,
my college roommate played a ton of that. If it's the game that I'm thinking of, I'm giving this to Ocarina of Time.
It came out after you would have on mobile after you would have been in college.
What year?
Like 2021.
Oh, yes, okay. Substantially after I would have been in college.
Like, not even close.
Yeah, because it took me a little long to finish college. I was...
Nintendogs plus Cats versus Majora's Mask 3D.
I've never played Nintendogs plus Cats, so I don't think
Suki versus Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Well, they're both the moon.
Do you agree with? I know that's why I said Suki. Do you agree with Majora's Mask, Melanie?
I don't think this one's the hill to die on. Yeah,
You got it. Kid Icarus versus Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven.
All right.
Fuck yeah. Get out of here, Kid Icarus. Fire Emblem Awakening versus 3D Land.
Ooh, tough
I
one.
kind of think Fire Emblem.
Nice. All right, sweet. We'll go with Fire Emblem.
Layton 5 versus Ultimate NES Remix. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'd play a pretty good Layton over Ultimate NES Remix.
Melanie's Ultimate NES Remix going to continue, or is this the end of its streak?
Sure.
Finally met its match.
No, it sure is not. I asked you 2 things, and you just said sure.
NES Remix. I might
Well,
fight for.
you-
I might. I don't. Alex, which one were you?
This
going
is
for?
the hill you're gonna die on.
No,
Alex wants
no,
Layton.
It's you want Layton? I thought you wanted NES Remix. Okay, yeah, we'll give it to Layton.
Rest in peace, Ultimate NES Remix. The first time you fought something that wasn't a coughing baby. Mario Golf versus Style Savvy Styling Star.
I kind of think it's Style Savvy, but I don't know. What do you think, Alex?
Sure.
I haven't really played either of them, so.
Fire Emblem Echoes versus Kirby Planet Robobot.
Fire Emblem.
Echoes, yeah.
Layton Wright versus Style Savvy Trendsetters.
I think it's Layton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was, at the time, the best Ace Attorney game.
Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters versus Ocarina of Time. Coughing baby, coughing.
Coughing baby.
Ocarina of Time.
I love that that's just full internet vernacular now, just to say coughing baby, and everyone knows what it means. Majora's Mask versus Rhythm Heaven.
I think this is where.
Oh, shit.
Wait, isn't
The
this a
two
run
of you are
back?
gonna. This is not a run back.
Oh, I thought.
No.
Oh yeah, it was Kid Icarus. Well, no, it was Metroid. It's Metroid. Yeah. I thought we were in losers.
Rhythm Heaven
Sorry.
has beaten
Sorry.
Metroid
Okay, yeah,
and Kid.
sorry. I think this is where Majora's Mask 3D stops.
You can't convince me with a rhythm game.
Yes, I can.
Oh, we're not gonna watch a song and then that's supposed to convince me.
Yes, we are. Alex, you cannot tell me you're too dead inside.
I am. This does not beat aiming the bow with a gyroscope.
Yes, it does.
It absolutely does not. Yeah. A. Yeah. A.
It is not actually. Alex, in his soul, is looking like. Where is it? That cat that's standing.
Sure.
All right, Melanie, are you going to be able to be swayed off of Rhythm Heaven here?
It would be difficult. It would be very difficult to sway me.
Do you want to come back to this later?
I was gonna say, or we could figure out a tiebreaker.
I already made a sacrifice for Majora's Mask 3D.
It's true. Melanie would be sacrificing 2 things for this one game.
I gave up something earlier.
Yeah, you've given up one thing, and Melanie's given up one thing. You're asking Melanie to give up a second thing.
I gave up Metroid for Rhythm Heaven.
Okay, yeah, so equivalent exchange.
Fire Emblem Awakening versus Layton 5.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's Fire Emblem. Like, me and Alex are kind of both in agreement on, like, a Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem again.
Shadows of Valentia versus the best game on the system.
Again, I do not mean to slight Style Savvy here, but that's the best 3DS Fire Emblem.
Yeah, and it's a really good 8.5 out of 10 to 9 out of 10. It's a really good one of those.
I think
I like the NES one more, but I think that and the 3DS has its place.
Not only do I kind of want to give it to Fire Emblem, if I try to fight for Style Savvy here, we're never getting Rhythm Heaven past Majora's Mask.
No, I understand that. Which one of these had $45 of DLC that gave you nothing?
Well, it gave you nothing,
no,
so you didn't have to buy
Fire
it.
Emblem Awakening prologue. Have you ever wondered where Grima came from?
Sure didn't.
Never.
Do you care?
I think Grima is so much less interesting for that answer. I'm gonna be real.
I'm not sitting here thinking intricately about the plots of Fire Emblem games after they end.
I don't think I think me and Alex are agreed that we
we're only sitting here installing because of Syrenne.
Objectively wrong. Layton versus Wright versus Ocarina of Time.
I want to give this to Layton. Ocarina of Time is an incredible video game. This is just a port.
Yeah, no, I'll give it to you. So that I can get Majora's Mask later.
Majora's Mask also just a port against an incredible video game.
Yeah, square that one, Alex.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Megamix wins.
All right. Let me go back up to Megamix now.
Wait, no, hold on.
You just said Megamix wins. We needed.
Hold on. Shadows of Valentia is a remake of an NES game or a Famicom game.
Okay, but
it is.
It's
how do we let it? How do we make it win?
No,
it has to take everything.
That is a ground up remake, substantially more different than the Zelda ports.
No,
we do have a leg to stand on. We do have a leg to stand on later. That's all I need.
No. They're fucking ground up remakes on the Zelda games too.
They're substantially more similar though.
Ground up recreations.
Yeah.
What do you think a remake is? Remake and recreation are fucking.
Okay, the way that when I'm talking about like ground up remakes, like I acknowledge so much development work went into the 3DS N64 Zelda games.
New engine, new code base, new soundtrack, new game assets.
I do not want to diminish that. I am not saying that there is a lack of work that went into those. What I'm saying is that they are fundamentally the same gameplay experience. Yes, quality of life, gyro's big. I understand that.
Yeah, I think that the things that changed in Shadows of Valentia were the 3D dungeon crawling sections, and those things suck shit.
Yeah, those weren't great.
The things that are the same are the things that you like, which are the maps and the combat.
But what I'm more saying is that the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, like as far as the gameplay experience goes, they are 1-to-1.
That is not the same. That is not true. One, for Majora's Mask, you have been complaining that they are not 1-to-1 gameplay experiences. Second, they have fundamentally changed things through the UI, through the UX, through surfacing information in different ways, through the Bomber's Notebook, through the ability to equip the Iron Boots to a shortcut. There's a lot of different ways that the gameplay experience is substantial. So if you're about to come here and sit here and tell me that the ability to rewind time in a battle in Fire Emblem Echoes is a substantial change, I'm going to tell you that is only substantial on the level of the remakes that Zelda had.
I have a question.
Continue.
Are there any games that would be on this list if not for the fact that they were not released in the West?
Yeah.
Okay, then Shadows of Valencia is a brand new game.
No.
If there are there any Japanese only games that were excluded from this list because they're Japanese only?
Yeah, because we're only talking about 3DS. We're literally only talking about 3DS. Show me the 3DS version of Shadows of Valentia that precedes this.
No, I'm asking this list that we're doing right now. Is there any?
Yes, it is 3DS releases only.
Okay, but are there like
the fact that Ocarina of Time has an N64 release and Shadows of Valentia has a Famicom release?
No,
I
that's
understand you're saying it's new in North America. That's not the argument.
But like, are there 3DS video games that were only released in Japan that would qualify for this list if they release in the West?
No.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Let me. There are ones that released in Europe and not America. That are not on the list because they were published by different companies here. Like Concept is a Nintendo game in Japan, and that in theory could qualify, but it did come out here. It just came out under NIS America.
Mm-hmm.
I removed a bunch of games that I knew had no shot of being in the best. So like I removed, for example, Face Raiders is not on this list.
Ultimately,
like I made editorial choices on the creation of this list, but that's not what we're talking about.
Ultimately, what it comes down to for me is that Ocarina of Time is a game that I played when I was in elementary school. Shadows of Valencia is a game that I could not play until I was out of college.
That's not true. I mean, you can play Gaiden.
Alex, are we disagreeing on this?
No, we're not.
Okay.
It was not called Shadows of Valentia, but you could play Gaiden in English.
The Illusion of Free Choice, the best 3DS game, is just an old game.
No, it's style savvy.
What have we still got?
I mean, there's a whole entire losers bracket, but in terms of the winners bracket, it's just Mega Mix, Fire Emblem Awakening, and Shadows of Valentia, late and right.
I mean, Shadows of Valentia. I mean, Fire Emblem going against Fire Emblem would be really funny.
Okay, so, Alex, let me make you a trade here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you. I kind of want to go to Phoenix Wright, but I'll give you Shadows of Valentia if I get Rhythm Heaven.
Sure.
Okay.
You're so wrong for this.
Okay. Now it's the bloodbath.
Now I have to choose between Rhythm Heaven versus Shadows of Valentia.
Yeah. Now this is just me versus Alex. My favorite genre versus
Your
Alex's
extremely
favorite.
bad faith argument also applies to Rhythm Heaven.
I don't understand.
Rhythm Heaven is only 75% old.
Oh
It's
wait, Mega Mix has actually been an old game this whole time, and you made me drop Majora's Mask?
Okay, Alex, for reference. For reference, no.
more.
Shush. For reference. Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix is like 20% GBA games, or games for the GBA game.
Which,
the
again,
GBA,
also,
the
Game Boy Advance game never came out in America.
Except for the arcade machine, which did.
I didn't know that existed.
Then, about 20% of the games come from the Nintendo DS version, where this time it gives them playable control scheme. 30% of the games come from the Wii. and those are just straight up unchanged, and then 30% of them are new.
Yeah, GX says it's like WarioWare Gold.
It has the Wii version has a disproportionate amount of old legacy song inclusions, and Melanie is forgetting about the remixes when she says 25% for the new songs. So it's about 20, 20, 30, 30. So it's about 50% things that have already been in English and 50% things that haven't.
So the best 3DS game is still going to be an old game.
Yes.
No, it's styles. Also, this is not. You're forgetting about the entirety of the losers bracket.
Yeah. 45-minute fun.
Ultimate NES Remix has its shot.
Ultimate NES Remix has its shot.
It's still an old video game.
Only kidding.
How are you two so young and yet such boomers at heart?
You really gonna go to bat for Rhythm Heaven Megamix when you were about to let Metroid: Samus Returns take it? You would not give it. You would not give it to Samus Returns over Shadows of Valentia.
I mean, that's correct. Samus Returns is a video game that goes out of its way to arbitrarily prevent sequence breaks with things that don't make sense within the game world.
Yeah, Samus Returns is kind of.
Shadows of Valentia is 5 hours too long and has all that fucking terrible dungeon crawling.
Yeah, it has some really bad dungeon crawling.
Megamix doesn't have dungeon crawling. And you know what neither of those have? Style Savvy. You know what Style Savvy also doesn't have? Padding. You know what Style Savvy also doesn't have?
Style Savvy is done for. We have to go to the losers if we want to see Style Savvy ever again.
You know what? You know what Style Savvy is better than? You know what? You know what? Part of what makes it great. There's no moments where you're like, let me just get through this part and get to the next part. There's not a single one of those. The dialogue, great, impeccable. Inventory management, perfect, flawless. The actual like customization.
I like how we're like almost an hour past what Syrenne put as a hard cutoff, and she is like, she is
because I just got so mad at y'all because you have such bad takes. That you're like boomer game versus boomer game, which is the best 3DS game? The answer is Style Savvy. It's right in front of your face the whole time.
GX says, okay, but hear me out. Y'all remember the Sushi Striker theme song?
Sushi Striker is also probably top 5, top 10 3DS game of all time.
I feel like if the seeding wasn't fucked up, Sushi Striker would have made it further.
Sushi Striker lost to Shadows of fucking Valentia already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to. Shadows of Valentia has a very good chance of taking all of it. So
no, it doesn't.
For me, yes.
Melanie, you should spite Alex. You should stab him in the back here. This would make losers so much funnier for the content.
I would really prefer to give it to Rhythm Heaven.
Fuck yeah, you would. If it's gonna be a boomer game, at least make it the fun one.
I feel like
I can't believe that you were going to let Metroid win.
No,
and now that it's up against Fire Out Echoes.
And then I remembered that I don't like that Metroid.
Yeah, she wasn't thinking when she said Metroid Samus Returns should go. She didn't remember she didn't like the Metroid game she was standing.
Remember those unskippable cutscenes?
Metroid fans. Metroid fans love to stay on the franchise and then remember how many L's the franchise has taken.
because like the last time I played Samus Returns was right before Dread came out. And Dread is one of my favorite video games ever made. And that feeling leaked into Samus Returns because it's the same developer, very similar bones to that game. And like then I started like, and I was associating my memories of Samus Returns with my love for Dread. And once I started like really remembering, hey, what did I actually talk about on the Game Club? And it was
Oh yeah.
This game attacks. This game attacks all of the things that I actually like about that I personally love about Metroid. You fight, the Metroid fights get so fucking boring. I know people get really mad when I treat AM2R as a real Metroid game, but it had way better solutions to the monotony of fighting Metroids over and over again. It was way better on that specific point. And that makes it so much less impressive the way that they do it in Samus Returns. Samus Returns is fine. It's not my Metroid game. It's not the one.
Hashtag not my Metroid, hashtag not my president. So
I would not hashtag not my Metroid Samus Returns, but it's like, it's not my game. It's not my favorite.
So once again, that's not even the game itself for discussion.
Yeah. Well, it was part of Alex fighting my
Alex
rhetoric.
Alex has been spitting nothing but bad faith arguments. You got to learn which ones to actually answer and which ones not to.
I love both of these games. It's not an easy decision for me. It's close, but I feel like it's Rhythm Heaven.
All right. Syrenne's got a migraine, so let's just give it to Mega Mix.
Thank you. All right, we'll do losers some other time.
Okay.
Something to get back to. I really thought this would be fast, that you wouldn't be stressing about this. But
hey, we deleted all the Pokemon.
No, there's still losers bracket.
There's still losers, baby.
Losers bracket's gonna be fun.
All right.
Yeah.
No, where is it? Where is it?
Is this gonna get us DMCA'd?
It depends. Are they taking this down? No. All-time great freak.
That's what every Rhythm Heaven minigame looks like to me.
Worthy of the dreaded nil point? Let's see what Shooty and Varada make of Dugadoo.
Oh wow.
There is Dugadoo. I'm wiping my hands of Dugadoo. It has nothing to do with me.
Dugadoo is entirely of Murray Gold's creation. There was no point in the script where I said a funny little alien sings a song called Dugadoo. It just landed in the inbox.
Oh my god.
They're like, nah, this thing just materialized one day.
It came from the ether fully formed.
Dugadoo. Just holy shit, this channel is just titled Dugadoo. People have already made Dugadoo their whole personality. They have known him for less than one day. All right, we should stop there. Everyone should go watch that latest episode of Doctor Who to watch Dugadoo.
All right, everyone. We had a fun time. I'm gonna just cut it off quick so Syrenne can go. So everyone have a good night.
I'm gonna leave and cry and play Shouts of Valencia.
I love you too, Alex.
Enjoy the punching and crawling.